Hello, welcome and welcome back. This is Jacob and today we are gonna be continuing the Let's Play for The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak, number 12. So then, last time we began the exploration for Langport with Van, Ferry and Aaron. After talking to everyone in the new district, we go and deal with some live family remnants, and after getting to the top of the restaurant, we get support from Rizette, who drops in the most spectacular fashion ever. Then the team hears about Fan Lu getting in some hot water, and we see him being taken into custody by the police for tax evasion apparently. The gang then reconvenes with Ashen and Cao to discuss matters and how to proceed. Everyone comes to the conclusion that there has to be a traitor in the family, so Van and team decide to gather some intel in the city. After that, we went through the Newtown district, talked to all the NPCs there, and also watched a movie. We then proceeded to do a side quest from Bracer Xiaoling that involved her brother Lilian coming back home. The quest involved dealing with the fact that her brother should be the one to become the next leader of the dojo the family has, but Li Liang refuses. After a small little fight, a new person jumps in and breaks it up. It looks like this person is the reason why Li Liang lost his confidence some time ago, but now seems to have come to terms with it a tiny bit and is potentially moving on to newer pastures in life. We also ran into Lucrezia, the golden butterfly in the city, and had a nice little chat with her. And that was that. After that, it was just Mehengaten for the rest of the episode, and oh boy, that segment took a long time to, well, to smush together into something. But yeah, I'm just gonna say it right now. For the future purposes of the Mehengaten stuff, I'm probably gonna, just gonna condense into the new bosses on each of the new floors, because there isn't really much to show there. Outside of stepping into a new map and taking a look at the new map, like at this little kitty down here. But yeah, there isn't much to show on those maps outside of, it looks interesting, moving on, destroying everything. The chests themselves, I do like to keep the chests at least in, but then again, the chests are mostly like skill stones and the like. So I'm probably just gonna cut from stepping into the new map into boss immediately after. If something does happen, I will be recording, but if something does happen like it did in the past with characters just randomly starting to talk to each other, like properly talk, I'll keep that in the episodes, but outside of that, I think I'm just gonna condense it down to stepping into a new floor and then boss fight. Because holy moly, cutting that hour and something of footage down to like, what was like 10 minutes total if I include the boss battles is, it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. But yeah, anyways, speaking of Mehengaten, I have a couple of things, beginning with costumes. I did go through Mehengaten and open up a lot of the, well, the higher rarity of stars essentially for the new floors. So I got a lot of shards, as might be indicated here by me having 76,000 Mira right now. I had like 60,000 S tokens that I spent on literally opening up a lot of stuff. I did also adjust the ornaments. They are mostly open. Van is currently the only one with all slots open. For the time being, he will be the only one because that last EX slot is so expensive. But I can do that in the future. However, there are new costumes and I do want to check them out because I bought a shit ton of costumes and I bought a ton of the music that I could unlock that is currently available, but I have not checked out a single one of them. So let's see this together, shall we? You, buddy, have the towel, which is, we're gonna see that in a minute anyway. The monk attire and 4 SPG United attire. Huh. It's just his normal, but it's blue. Interesting. Actually, wait, I know why it's blue. Because if I remember correctly, he had blue hair. Right, he's supposed to like mimic, considering the United stuff is, actually, wait. Okay, I like the highlights. Wait, who are you supposed to mimic with the red highlights? Huh. It looks familiar. Oh, Judith? Judith, right? Hold on, where's Judith? Yeah, it's kind of like her hair, but, kind of like, but yeah, instead of the orangish color of her hair, it's, his version is, his version is blonde, but the red highlights are there. Unless it's supposed to mimic someone from Cold Steel, but I'm not sure. The blue one is definitely like either Kurt or, God, I cannot remember the name, it's been so long right now. Another person, but blue eyes, yeah, that's definitely supposed to be Kurt. I love that they are matching with their original, with the old characters. Okay, you, towel, of course. The monk attire, of course. And I think you also had hair. Yeah, you had pink. Hi there, Yuna. Actually, wait, is it Yuna or is it... I can't remember what Yuna's eye color was. It's been a while. Because I think, if I remember correctly, your pink hair color is... Wait, actually, you do have new hair. You had dark hair. Oh, this is Joshua. This is 100% Joshua. Black hair and golden eyes. That is Joshua. Okay, that is Yuna. I think Yuna had green eyes, if I remember right. Blue eyes. Who are you then supposed to be? Unless you're one of the twins? The medic one, I can't remember the names. Jeez, there's so many names and my memory for names is shit. The medic one and the reporter one. Oh god, you have a lot. Okay, with hood, that is cute. Towel, of course. Monk attire, of course. School uniform? Right. That looks very interesting. Kind of, with the school uniform now, she even more reminds me of Fee. And the United attire? Okay, just a color swap. Looks pretty dope, actually, in this color swap, not gonna lie. Fairy, this looks pretty dope. I might actually leave you with this. Even though I don't like to change characters around, because in some cutscenes it can bite itself. Okay. Oh, hair colors? Did I unlock anything? Yeah, blonde hair. Blonde with red. Rosalia? That has to be Rosalia. Interesting choice for her, I guess. Okay, that is Fee. That is Fee. That is 100% Fee. If I leave this... Yep. That is actually great. That is actually great. Oh, immediately makes me nostalgic. Okay. Van had, I believe, just a new hair color, which is red. And... not much to say here. It's borrowing on Aaron's color. Because of the highlights. But also reminds me of Lecter. Oh, good old Lecter, when am I gonna see you again? Okay, Agnès we've dealt with, and I think that is it. Oh yeah, wait. Swin had a new thing. Swin's jersey? Okay, casual. And I think Nadia had a new costume. Yeah, also a jersey. Cute. I have a dumb feeling I'm gonna see them in that stuff during the B route of this chapter. But yeah, that is about that. Let's check out the music. Alright, Arkride Solutions Office. Okay, Daybreak 1, of course, that's gonna be the theme for the office, right? Yep. I love the music of these games. Alright, the Garden of the Beginning. Reverie, that's probably gonna be... let's hear it. Ah. Where does this usually play? That's usually playing like during very solemn moments or when something supernatural is being discussed. Alright. Folklore at the time of dusk. Oh, this piece. Okay. Okay. I'll be honest, I'm kind of remembering when this was playing, but I also don't. Okay. Beyond the Illusion, another Reverie track. A bit of an Eastern theme in there, okay. I don't remember when that was playing. Huh. I recognize that track, because I definitely heard it at some point, but I don't remember when that was playing. Huh. But then again, it's been like 3 years since I played the game. Like a Whirlwind, another another Reverie track. Oh yeah. Oh, this one I definitely remember. Oh yeah, this one I definitely remember. Battle tracks are going probably the most memorable ones, especially field battles. And now for the best music infinite, I mean, I'm Grimcats. This fucking music. This fucking music. Anyhow. Okay, back to this. Everybody updated, so let's proceed from here and then beeline down straight at the into the bathhouse because I wanna see this shit. The Life families had a lot of influence in this part of town for quite a while now, for better or worse. The shop and restaurant owners had to get accustomed to them coming around to the business all the time. You know, they even tried barging in on the restaurant Mei Xin inherited from her late father. She stood real firm though, but it was a pretty big blow to their pride. Nice. To be honest, I was kind of worried the Lai family would do something to retaliate against Mei Xin. Thankfully, my shop's been able to stay free of their influence for ages now. I know all of their old tricks. Anyway, I like the girl's attitude. That's why I've been trying to help her out here and there, without being too obvious, of course. But it'll be her guts that really keep her business safe. Damn, good shit.
Do me a favor and decide already.
Good shit. Tyrell Times extra issue. Oh, right. That reminds me. Last time I ran out of time, so I didn't have the time to read the issue number 3. So I guess we're gonna do both of these back to back.
Come back whenever you like.
I'm gonna guess this one is gonna be on this. Are those ribbons? There are. This one's gonna be probably on Lou getting taken in. Anyway, let's see what this is gonna be.
Let's see here. What did I need to pick up next?
I could really go for a hot bath. I was so tempted to drop by here yesterday after we wrapped up work. Yeah, but we didn't have time, and even if we did, I doubt you would have been in the mood for it. I settled for a shower at the hotel, but it didn't get rid of the fatigue. Heck, I'm still kind of worn out. In that case, how about we make a quick stop? I believe a change of pace could do us all some good. The maid's encouraging us to slack off. Damn, all Gehennas must have broken loose when I wasn't looking. Oh god. This is a major event, so what the hell? The boys?
You're really giving off 40-year-old man vibes right now. You sure you're 25?
Are you gonna flirt with him again? Please do. That's always fun.
Can it with the old man bit for a second, will ya? Let me enjoy this. And don't forget that you're gonna be 25 in 5 or so years too. When people start calling you old, I'll be the one having the last laugh.
Nah, I'm gonna be young at heart for life. Just you wait. Even at 50, I'm gonna be cast in loads of female theater roles.
You know, we're never gonna see him at 50, but if so, I wanna see him at 50 fully grizzled, like the most like bores in his face and like facial lines imaginable just to spite this sentence.
My seduction act's leveled up since our long lie trip, you know.
Oh god.
Oh, for the love of Adios. You're such a damn brat, you know that? Oh well. I can endure your shenanigans when I'm here. This is the epitome of relaxation. Even you seem to have loosened up a bit too. Someone harmed your family. I know for sure that you're pissed, as you should be.
Ooh, this is a nice little tune.
But you haven't gone rushing off on your own, which is exactly what the Aaron of last year would have done. That's a sure sign that you're growing up.
Hell yeah, character growth, baby.
Don't act like you can see right through me. I've just learned that there's only so much I can do alone. I pounded that lesson into my head.
Yep.
I'm not relying on you, Fairy, or anyone else. I'm just not turning down hands when they're outstretched. If I'm gonna fend off the thing that's inside me, and if I want to prove that I'm different from him, I need to accept help from others. And you've been thinking the exact same thing. After all, you did just say you'll be laughing at me in 5 or so years. You're actually thinking about the future. That's a sure sign you're growing up.
Way to throw my words back in my face.
Yeah, you both are in kind of like the same position here. You both were trying to rush and do your own thing and then had to learn that you need to accept help.
You're right, though. In that way, we're in the same boat. We really ought to pull ourselves together, don't you think?
Hey! Hands off the hair.
Meanwhile, on the other side...
This is a nice treat. It's not often that you and I get to share a bath together.
I suppose you aren't wrong. Although, I have accompanied you a number of times at one of the public baths in the capital. By the way, I noticed you've grown a little since our stay in Longlai.
You think so? I can't really tell myself.
Well, you're almost 14 now, so I would expect a growth spurt or two in the coming years.
Good god, yeah. I know it's not gonna probably happen, but like, probably if there is gonna be a jump after Daybreak 3 to whatever game comes next, it would be fun to see Fairy in like a year, a year and a half later.
Bear in mind, though, that even with an organic body, you will not grow much once you've reached adulthood.
Is that really how it works? Huh.
Yes, that's how it works.
I wonder if I'll find the answer I'm looking for by then.
Is something on your mind?
Answer?
Oh, it's nothing. Just spaced out for a sec.
Answer? To what? To her current situation, her brother? To how she's gonna deal with her clan and stuff? Life in general? I feel like that's something new? Maybe?
Hey, Reset. I need your advice on something. How can I, become like you and Agnès? What do I have to do?
Milk. Lots of milk, apparently, according to anime.
It seems she is coming into her womanhood.
All right, I think I'm ready to hop into the sauna. Time for my revenge. You're not beating me this time.
Oh god.
Can we not? I'm so sick of these dumbass endurance contests. I've told you, saunas are a sacred...
Oh no, why is it cut off there? Who's gonna appear?
Aw, don't tell me you're leaving already.
What? Oh my god. Wait, what? Wait, why are you on this side? I didn't even realize that for a second. Why are you on this side? Also, I was right, Shizuka is here.
What are you doing here?
The guy's flustered.
Oh, you know, I heard you guys were in here and thought it'd be fun to hang. So here I am.
Great. Wrong side though?
What's wrong? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
She doesn't care about this shit. Meanwhile... What the fuck? Alright. Not Shizuka, Shizuna.
Oh, so mixed baths aren't a thing here? That's weird.
Alright.
Oh well, at least it was only Van and Aaron, so it's no biggie.
It's no biggie. The hell's that supposed to mean? Ah, yes. I had heard mixed baths were a custom of the Far East. Men and women who've never met before sharing a bath? That kind of thing would never happen in the Central East. Didn't the person in the front desk try and stop you? I was in stealth mode. I totally forgot to turn off my camouflage when I came into town. Also, I like her new outfit. Kinda resembles the old one, just more traditional, I guess? Like a, what are they called? Not a kimono, a hiyori? I have no words. Anywho, this almond ice cream is amazing. It's just the thing I needed after that hot bath. Glad I took your recommendation. Oh god, no. And I'm glad you liked it. Don't you just love that almond jelly flavor and that exquisite velvety sensation in your mouth? It's the quintessential dessert of the Eastern Quarter. If you don't get a taste of this every chance you get, then what are you even living for? She's just amused by him right now. Everybody else just... Oh god, here we go again. Meanwhile, Shizuna... There he goes again. You done with your dumb sweets rant? Great. Now let's talk about shit that's actually important. Hey, they're important to me. Now then, we have a few questions for you. Chief among them being, what brings Ikaruga's second-in-command to Langport? And you're not in your usual combat attire. What's with the wardrobe change? Oh, this? I spotted it in one of the shops and thought, oh, I have to have that. Though I really don't know much about Western-style clothing or fashion. Does it look weird on me? No, I think it suits you. Well, I guess it's true that you don't stick out as much in this compared to that battlesuit. But that's neither here nor there. Oh, why are you so tense? I'm not here to fight, I swear. This meeting was a total coincidence. Things have died down with my main gig, so I thought I'd take some time off. I'm here on vacation. You are on vacation? Alright. Well, aside from me picking up the occasional odd job here and there, a girl needs spending money. Look at you, going through life without a single care in the world. That odd job bit is suspicious enough on its own, but I can't help but wonder what that main gig could be. Does that mean that whatever they were up to in Long Lie's finished? I guess it is. There are some things in life you're better off not asking about. Fair enough. Hey, did you just read my mind again? Stop that. You are truly an enigmatic figure. Anyway, I just came to this town on a whim. And it's a good thing I did too. Things are getting pretty interesting around here. Word is that there's been some faction disputes within Heiue. This whole place is like a powder keg set to blow. Your concept of interesting is pretty screwed up. You realize that, right? What, you get your kicks from watching people suffer? Well, when you put it like that, it makes me sound pretty heartless, huh? Nah, honestly, I'm mostly just interested in that foremost fighter person. Alright, him. Wish we knew what kind of plot that bastard's cooking up. Not to change the topic, but do you mind if I ask you something? You know any good sightseeing spots here? Or maybe some fun activities? Huh? Well, that was random. Thanks to everything going on behind the scenes, most of all the tourist attractions are closed. I really wanted to do the eroded cave tour, but no dice. Oh yeah, we did it last year as part of our Ashen's request. Huh, so this area is gonna be off limits? That attraction's run by Heiwe. Now that I think about it, I don't think you've done any tours since the beginning of the year. Is it possible that they're closed for the winter season? No, they're supposed to be running them year-round. Anyway, we didn't come here to be your personal tour guide. If you want one, go ask someone else. Wow, so cold. You got a block of ice for a heart or something? No, just a demon. Well, I better get it back to work. Got another one of those odd jobs to do. Good luck with whatever you're up to. Though I have a feeling we'll be bumping into each other again real soon. Okay, you're either gonna be back as a party member for a bit, or you're gonna be an enemy. One of the two. That crazy lady's taking a real shine to us, huh? She'd be so much less of a hassle to deal with if she was just some battle-crazy idiot. And here I thought this would be a good chance to relax and unwind, but now I feel even more exhausted than before. Same. I wonder what her odd jobs entail exactly. Who knows? No use wrecking our brains over it. Oh, we'll see. Don't worry about that.
What a nice bath.
Okay, that was interesting. That was very interesting. Hey! Lillian!
Well,
Darn, looks like you found me. Huh, you haven't changed a bit. I take it you're being keeping well informed. I mean, of all times you decided to come back now. You must have heard what's going on with Heiwe. There's no fooling you, man. Still, all I wanted was to check up on the situation with my family. I'll be headed back to the capital tomorrow. Anyway, you guys have important investigation stuff to take care of, don't you? Make sure you take care of yourselves. Sorry for getting guys mixed up in our family problems, by the way. Here's hoping you'll forget all about it by the time we run into each other again. Sure, buddy. Well, if it isn't Aaron and the Spriggan fella, glad to see you boys again. So, what do you think of the baths? You're Vang, right? Aren't you that guy who was teaching Tai Shin over at the park in Newtown? Oh yeah, it is the guy! Now that I think about it, I guess you did mention something about running a bathhouse.
and here was wondering why you weren't out training today. You must have been here the whole time.
Huh, didn't realize you guys had met already. Anyway, it's kind of weird seeing you working the counter again. Last time I saw you here was ages ago. Oh yeah, Aaron back then wasn't yet with us. When we had that meeting with the old guy here. Well, you see, not long after my first meeting with Manny here, I threw my back out while trying to surf. Right. Dr. Lunk guy warned me to lay off the martial arts for a while, so that I should get as much bed rest as I can. That's why I've been coming down to work at the front desk every now and then, just to pass the time, really.
You certainly seem quite spry for a man of your age.
Well, I'm not always one for telling my elders how to behave themselves, but try not to overdo it, alright? Anyway, we'll probably swing by the bathhouse again at some point. See ya then. Apologies for worrying you. I promise to be more careful. Just know that you'll always be welcome here. I should be on front desk duty for a while yet, so feel free to stop by whenever. Huh.
Alrighty.
I tried my hand on all kinds of work in the past, but this is about the only thing I enjoy doing these days. Putting my retirement aside, it's nice to experience what it's like to be a new hire once more. Besides, it's not like I ever planned to try surfing again. Please don't.
Feel free to
Wow, he actually sounds like I was voicing him.
I hate getting sweaty, but I could get used to this.
This steam feels quite pleasant.
All right, back in business, baby.
Stay warm out there, you hear?
Alright, old man. Okay, you. I feel kind of bad for... That's a giant mug. I feel kind of bad for taking Vang surfing. I mean, I didn't think he'd throw his back out. Oh, you're responsible for that? He said he wanted to try something new, so I figured I'd invite him along. Seems it was a little too much for him, though. Ah, so you're the culprit. Thank you, man! Actually responded to it. You're the guy Vang's been hanging out with lately. Guess, seeing you two shooting the breeze. Yeah, we really hit it off while he was training me in Tai Shin. I've been taking him out for fun ever since. Oh, that's where he met, okay. He may look old, but he's crazy adventurous. Anytime I invite him to try a new sport, he's all in. Still, surfing was a little too much for him. So I've been racking my brain about what we should try next. Something less rough, maybe. Just don't let him go too far, alright? Martial arts is the only hobby Vang's had since he started working here. But he seems to have his heart set on finding new hobbies ever since he retired. That's why I've been trying to get him into sports more popular with young people. You know, in exchange for when he trains me in Tai Shin. Nice. Oh, the kids are already here now. Hey, Xiangqi, take a look at this. My friend gave them to me. Think we can use them to do something fun? Huh? Wait, that's alcohol. You're still kids. Oh, don't drink that. No, they're all empty. My friend was just going to throw them away, so I thought, why not take a few? Look, maybe we can use them for kick the can or something? Don't. You're gonna break your foot. Oh, you're right. That's a pretty good idea. I'm sure we can use them for something, some other things too. Let me think. Kids. Let me think. What do people usually do with bottles? Oh, I've got an idea. Let's go try it out. Huh? I'm sure Xiangxi will figure out something cool for us to do. He's all kinds of smart. He keeps going on about how much stuff I know, but the only reason I'm good at catching bugs and fishing is because I've done it so much. Xiangxi is the real brains around here. He comes up with all the fun ideas. Okay, he's gonna be a brainiac at some point.
Welcome to Laifu Fondian.
Hi. Today's the day of the Great Langport Cook-Off. Oh, okay. And our restaurant's going to be its proud host. My sister's sure to win this year. Why don't you guys come and check it out? That sounds like a sub-story or sub-quest, something.
Food is amazing.
Have you had a chance to see what I posted on the bulletin board? I'd feel a lot better if I had your help on this. Oh, I guess. Okay. Bulletin board shit? We'll get on it. You're the quest giver. Hi? Mirabo? Oh, that was wonderful. It seems the owner's training at Cove Loon Hotel really did pay off. Every time I visit the area, I make it a point to eat at this restaurant. Honestly, I recommend this place over all others in the ward. It may seem like your average Eastern cuisine at first, but the owner's skill quickly becomes apparent. Their exterior makes it look a bit folksy, but you'll be sure to sample the most innovative flavors of the century. Nothing like that Tao Yuan shop. Uh-huh? You don't say.
Second ward has its charms too.
I wonder if Mei Xin's doing alright. She mentioned they were holding that cooking competition at her restaurant today. Honestly, with everything going on lately, I can't help but worrying she set the wrong person off. She's got a strong sense of spirit after all. You get what I mean? Although, if anything did happen, she'd probably be more than capable of dealing with it herself. Mei Xin and I aren't exactly childhood friends, but we've known each other for a long time. I really admire her strength of character. I could stand to learn a thing or two from her, honestly. See, back when Mei Xin's father passed, he decided to leave the restaurant to her, but when the Lai family tried butting in, she stuck to her guns. It's like she doesn't know fear, and that worries me sometimes. You guys are gonna get married at some point. Oh god, she's here. Hello, Melise. Oh wow, that performance really fired me up. I'm so glad I got to see it twice. I knew that overnight train was worth it. Alright, now that my head's clear, I'm going to put all my energy into making those meetings a success. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think my meeting at the Great Spire's happening till 7 PM. Guess I got time to kill. Oh well, I never really got a chance to take a look around the second board last time. Maybe I'll go and see what they have to offer. And this office lady continues her journey through the world. Things have been real touch and go ever since that whole situation with Aoi happened. You see, in times like these, most people tend to avoid the most seedy businesses after dark. But don't worry, all Kesson here knows all the safest and most relaxing places in town. Oh, this lady's up here now. I can't believe the restaurant was being used like that. Well, maybe this will be a good chance for me. I mean, it's not like I can't make a living at some other restaurant. Still, I like that working here let me stay near the second ward. After all, it's where I was born and raised. I wasn't intending on leaving town or anything, but maybe I'll wait things out for a bit and see what happens. Somebody was talking about how there's a bunch of bad stuff happening over in the first ward. Wonder what it is. Are the Lu and Lai families fighting over something? Why can't they just get along? Coselli, they're not children, they are adults. Not only is the Lai family in trouble, but the Lu family as well. What's going to happen to us? To Langport? If Aoi falls in disarray now, I worry for our future, for my grandchild's future. It will be fine. What about these guys down here? Man, I can't believe what happened to the Lu family though. You really think it was all the Lai family's doing? Yeah, I've heard the Lai family still got a few members running around. Don't think it could be anyone else. Damn it! Just what are they up to anyway? I wonder what made them change so much. Maybe the foremost fighter could fix things? He's gotta be around somewhere. With the Lai family out of the picture, I kind of figured the Lu family would take the chance to expand their territory. But what'll happen if the Lu family goes under with them? Will Langport even survive? Well, I guess there's not much we can do about it. No telling what will happen to us now. Still, we'll do everything we can to make sure the second ward we know and love stays safe and sound. You do that. I know the Lai family can seem pretty rough around the edges at times, but they're the ones that made the second ward a better place to live in. Still, we're pretty disappointed in them. All their greed and double dealings have really made a mess of Langport. You know, I've never actually heard anything about the family head getting his hands dirty. And he's the one that put everything up to this. That put everyone up to this. Alrighty. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Alright, so that is done. Time for side quest. The Great Langport Cook-Off. Okay, we are doing that. Every year, all the restaurants in Langport hold a competition to judge who can prepare the best dish. However, with things being as they are lately, we need a bit of a helping hand in getting everything set up. If you'd be willing to pitch in, please meet me at my restaurant. I'll give you the details there. I take it you're the one who put out the 4 SPG? Something about trouble with the cooking competition, was it? Oh, you were here yesterday. I didn't realize you were a spriggan. I see you brought the prodigy along as well. It's nice to meet you, Aaron. Yeah, I just happened to work part-time for the guy. Anyway, I've heard a good bit about you too, Mei Xin. Word around town was that a really skilled lady took over this place 2 years ago. Even managed to brush off pursuers from the Lai family. Really? That's so cool! That's because my sister's a Daishushin. What now? Excuse me? Bless you? Oh, I've heard that's the highest rank of chef of Eastern cuisine can reach. Tian, you always make such a fuss over nothing. You know how I feel about those big titles. You know, I actually think I've been here before. I remember there was an old man running the place back then. Told me his eldest daughter was in training over at the restaurant in Calvard Hotel. I'm guessing you're the daughter he was talking about. Your old man must be pretty proud. Now, there's some praise I do like to hear. Would you mind if we got back to the matter of my request, though? By all means. But I'll admit, this cooking competition doesn't sound like the kind of thing you'd need a spriggan for. The Great Langport Cook-Off, right? All the restaurants in the area are free to participate. I've been to it a few times myself. Was actually planning on going to this year's competition too. With all the trouble around here lately, it'd be nice to have something to lift our spirits and take our minds off things. There's another side to it too, though. The elders who support each restaurant use it as a competition to maintain their standing. As it stands now, the head chef of Tao Yuan restaurant, which is currently closed, has been invited. So has the new food truck in Newtown. Tao Yuan restaurant. That's the place we were at when we fought the remnants of the Lai family. I'm surprised to hear they'll be participating. It sounds so exciting, especially with so many people involved. Honestly, I'm a little nervous about it all. You see, the usual event isn't available this time around, so they asked to hold it in here instead. Oh, a venue. It was supposed to be at the Kowloon Hotel. However, with all the issues that have cropped up recently, they decided to opt out of participating. And with me trying to get ready to enter the competition myself, I'm just about at my wit's end. I was hoping that maybe you could help me out a bit. Doesn't it sound like something you could do? Let me think. Yes. Alright, we'll take your case. Considering the whole deal with Heiwei, we're probably the best people for the job anyway. Oh, you're a lifesaver. Now I really have to put my all into this year's competition. Could you explain a bit more about what you'd like us to help you with? Of course. Well, firstly, with the Liu family's trading business having gone under, several places have been unable to stock enough important ingredients. From what I've heard, Guihua? Is that, I guess? Guihua, Fandian, and Haorian have been hit the worst. But Taoyuan restaurant and that food truck in Newtown have apparently been just fine. Actually, Meng Xiao's food truck seems to be doing more than fine. I knew I could count on you, Tian. Thanks for looking into it for me. As for our place, I believe we have what we need for the time being. However, if at all possible, there is one thing I was hoping you might find for me. Oh? And what will that be? It's a slightly unusual type of laojiu by the name of Tian Fengshuan. The person who ran the brewery passed away a while ago, and they closed down not long after. It's become quite a collector's item. I'm not sure how many bottles of it are even left now, but I just know it would be perfect for the dish I'm planning to make. Got it. We'll see if we can manage it. Thank you. If it ends up costing anything, I'll take care of the fees, so please feel free to tell them to put it on my tab. And even if you can't find it, I can still make do, so try not to worry too much. Okay. You kind of made it sound like there were more issues than just having enough ingredients, though. Well, it's a bit hard to explain, but it almost seems like there's someone trying to sabotage the competition. In fact, just this morning I found some of the cooking wine in our pantry smashed to pieces. Damn. Huh. Wouldn't be surprised if Taoyuan's head chef was behind it all. Guess we better go and see what the other participants have to say. That'll give us some insight into who done it. It should also help us figure out the supply issues. I would really appreciate it. Please let me know if you find anything.
Let's hurry up and finish this.
Okay.
Holy cow! This food is amazing.
Holy cow! Lintalo! Where are the shaman girls at, Lintalo? Sorry. Okay, we're going... Oh, we're going up there. Oh. Hey, isn't that lady... Is she a friend of yours? Nah, but I've heard about her. I think she's a hostess over at Taoyan restaurant. Oh, I get where you're going with this. Their head chef is supposed to be taking part in the cook-off. Let's go see if she knows something. Well, well, if it isn't a prodigy, and I take it you're the spriggan? Huh, should have figured a hostess for a Lai family restaurant would be in the know. So, what does the little boy from Lu want with me? Not really a little boy anymore, but whatever. We've just got a couple of questions we'd like to ask you. Yeah, I promise we're not looking for a fight with the Lai. We were just curious about the head chef at the restaurant you work for. We hear he got an invitation to the great Langport cook-off. Oh, so that's what this is about. Yeah, Yuntu's been pretty excited about it. The restaurant may be closed for the moment, but he's blocked off an entire section of the kitchen to prepare for the event. Wow, he must be really fired up for it. Well, he takes a lot of pride in being a chef at one of Langport's finest establishments. He was feeling a bit let down by the closure, but this cook-off sure has lit a spark under him. While we're on the topic, do you happen to know if he's run into any issues while preparing for the competition? Also, Rizette is talking, I think they forgot to add her portrait there. I don't recall hearing much of anything from him, really, no. The only thing I can say is that he's been feeling a lot of pressure lately because of everything that's happened with the Lai family. I see, that makes sense. We're just doing what we can to support the cook-off, so please tell him to give us a holler if he needs anything. Got it, I'll tell him now. Thanks for the offer. Okay. Seems he is fine. Where the hell is the next part of this? Newtown? Step right up, everyone. Don't be shy. Come and taste the next generation of Eastern cuisine. I prepared plenty, so come and get as many as you like. No matter how many I eat, I never get tired of that flavor. I could have this stuff for every meal. Right? It's almost like I find something new to enjoy with every bite. I was licking my lips at the thought of a new dish, but I never thought it'd be this delicious. I have a dumb feeling these guys are just paid to do this, but we'll see. I just can't stop eating them. This stuff might be better than palatial duck. Looks like business is booming. This must be the new food truck Mei Xin mentioned. Oh, just looking at it's making me hungry. Since we're here and all, do you think maybe we could grab some too? To be honest, I've been wanting to try it myself. Sure, I don't see why not. Sounds like they're not hurting for ingredients though. Maybe they'll have some info for us. And so Van and the others move to the back of the line to participate, to patiently wait their turn. Luckily they had avoided coming during the lunch rush. The group only had to wait about 10 minutes before finding themselves at the counter. Welcome, what can I get you today? We take great pride in everything we serve. I'm not too familiar with this new Eastern cuisine actually. Got any recommendations? I'd say our most popular dish right now is our Millennium Duck. We used traditional palatial duck as the inspiration for our recipe. But prepping duck takes a lot of work and it can get pretty expensive, right? So after years of hard work and research, we've come up with something even tastier than the original, and without having to break the bank. You know, I've had real palatial duck over at the Kowloon Hotel's restaurant before. This sounds like it could be pretty great if it actually holds up. Palatial duck. The name makes it sound so expensive. It's nice that we get to try something like that on the cheap. At first I thought it was some form of Eastern crepe, but it seems to be stuffed lao bing that's been folded like a taco. Given how simple it is to eat on the go, I can see why it would be so popular. Guess that's part of what it makes taste so good. Okay, we'll take one each then. Thank you for your business. Enjoy! Van and the others receive their orders of Meng Xiao's Millennium Duck. Okay. By the way, I heard that you're going to be taking part in that cook-off that's coming up. Our friend asked us to help out with it a bit. Think you could use our assistance? I see. That's awfully kind of you, but no, I can't really think of anything at the moment. Oh, and I'm sorry, but it looks like I've got other customers waiting. Would you mind stepping to the side? Ah, sure. Sorry about that. We'll get over your hair for now. Whoa, this stuff really is good. The meat's so tender too. I'm surprised his prices are so low. Yeah, there's something weird going on. If it does taste good, that's fine. But yeah, the price thing is weird. Where is he getting the ingredients from? Even the skin's all nice and crispy. Really gives off that authentic palatial duck texture. Yes, the spices he used give it a very distinct flavor. It certainly leaves you wanting more. I wonder if the guy is maybe using some replacement meat to make it cheaper, but he's using the spices to cover up the fact that it's not actually the palatial duck. What's wrong with Fairy? What's the matter, small fry? Don't care for it?
No, it's not that. It's definitely tasty. I don't know how to put it, really. Well, don't mind me. I think the herbs he used just don't agree with my stomach, that's all.
That's odd. Yeah, there's definitely something weird with the meat. And considering Fairy's heritage, she should be pretty used to spicy food. So yeah, the guy's definitely doing something. Actually, huh? Whoa, teleporting. Considering how young she is, maybe he's spicing it up with alcohol. Let's see about this guy. Oh, Mr. Arkride, what brings you to our humble establishment today? We heard you were planning to participate in the Great Langport Cook-Off. May she asked us if we wouldn't mind helping you out. Oh, I see. Always so selfish, that one. I'm a little surprised that you guys are gonna be taking part, though. Sounds like that Sounds like the different houses in Hayway have a bit of a stake in this whole thing. Well, you do make a fair point, but we didn't want to let Mei Xin down after she's put so much effort into putting on the event.
She really has a way with people, huh?
Yeah, that makes sense. She seems to do a lot for the community. Anyway, she mentioned that you guys are having trouble getting your hands on certain ingredients. Yeah, I suppose that about sums up the situation. I'm trying to figure out if we can make substitutes, but we haven't been able to obtain any Jade Dragon's Eye.
I'm afraid I haven't heard of that ingredient before.
Oh right, my apologies. Jade Dragon's Eye is a top brand of long gun fruit. It's extremely high quality. It's also exactly what we need to have a fighting chance in the competition. I know long gun fruit. It's the stuff they always put in Eastern medicine. All you need is some high quality long gun then. Easy.
If it's used in medicine, then maybe there's a stock of them reserved for medical use somewhere. Perhaps they might even have some of the higher quality that they'd be willing to share.
Seems pretty straightforward. We'll go check with somebody who might have some medical supplies stashed away. By the way, Kuwano, have you had any other issues lately? Like somebody doing anything to mess with your food or something? Now that you mention it, we have, yeah. Although it was rather minor, all things said and done. This morning I found that some of our plumbing out back was damaged. There was water everywhere. We had someone come out and fix it right away, so it wasn't a complete disaster, thankfully. But we just had new plumbing put in last year. Looks like someone did it intentionally. Yeah, that does sound pretty fishy. It might just be a coincidence, but it's still worth the suspicion, I think. We can look into that more on the side, though. For now, just focus on keeping your customers fed. Thanks for all your help. I'll go ahead and get back to work then. Be seeing you. Okay, that's interesting. So, I'm guessing a game you want me to go to the first ward now to...
What are we waiting for?
Go to the clinic, if we're talking about medical supplies. And... oh, actually no, it's here. Huh. And there, I guess? Okay, let's see. Oh, that's 4 SPG, so it's here at the hotel. Well, if it isn't Van and Company, how can I help you? Mei-Shin tells us you're going to be competing in the cooking competition. She wanted us to come and check on you.
That girl is such a sweetheart, always looking out for others. You could stand to learn a thing or two from her, Wuhan.
Of course, dear. I'll be sure to do just that. Anyway, she said you guys were running a little low on some ingredients. Yeah, I was hoping to go with something a bit more expensive for my competing dish. I wanted to get my hands on some fresh red crab, but the seafood traders seem to be out right now.
Red crab meat is used quite often in Eastern cuisine, isn't it? I hear it carries a high price tag because it can only be found in a very few select locations. In the West, it's also known as carmine crab.
Oh, that's a pretty fancy choice for a restaurant like yours. But I guess what you're saying is that due to the Liu family's trading being frozen, they're in low supply right now.
Exactly. There are some other suppliers around here that we're friends with. Suppliers that we're friends with, but they're fresh out too. And to hear them tell it, someone came in and bought out their whole stock. Bought out their whole stock? Maybe that's what Mei-Shin meant by sabotage.
It's possible. In this case, I think we can help them out if we just find another way to get some crab. We'll look into the supply shortage on our end. If anything else comes up, please let us know. Just try and focus on your cooking for the time being. Thank you for your help. It really means a lot to us. Huh. Alright, it seems like we've got a handle on how all the participants are doing now.
And out of 5 restaurants, 3 of them seem to be dealing with interference from somebody. But we still can't say for sure that it's a rival business that did it. Guihua Fandian and Haurian seem to be the only 2 that were lacking ingredients. Although, Miss Mei-Shin did ask us to obtain a bottle of Laoju as well.
And old man Wuhan wanted some red crab. I'm pretty sure I've seen crabs like that over in the Second Ward's waterways. They were fat, juicy looking ones too. They ought to be good enough. I think I last spotted them over by the cigar shop. In that case, let's head over there and see if we can catch up one real quick. I know they're supposed to be rare, but we should be able to find a few with shard search. For those Jade Dragon's Eyes, we'll probably have to rely on someone with some medical supplies.
I might suggest Longkai Clinic or the Septian Chapel. They both are known to mix herbal remedies. One or the other should suffice, I would think.
That just leaves the Laoju that Mei-Shin was asking for. I'm not positive, but I know a guy who might be able to get his hands on some. Anyway, let's get out of there, find what we can, and keep an eye on for anything suspicious.
Yes, sir!
Okay, that's the mission plan, huh? So I can just go to the clinic, or... Hold on. Okay, clinic it is, I guess. Never mind, I was looking at the wrong thing. First, while we're here...
We've been getting more and more visitors mentioning their anxiety over yesterday's events. Honestly, this town was still reeling from last year's incident. I only hope that peace will prevail in the coming days.
Oh, it will. Hi? I've heard that praying at this church brings good fortune in business, and considering I've got a lot riding on this upcoming deal. But I saw them arrest Van Loo for tax evasion yesterday, and now Kowloon Financial Bank's stock has hit rock bottom. What if the Heavenly Mother is too busy dealing with all that to help me? I'm sure she's into finance. Anyway, priest.
Watch over us.
Oh, hello, Aaron, and I believe I've seen the rest of you around before as well. Is something the matter? Well, see, we know a guy that's looking for a type of long-on fruit called Jade Dragon's Eye. We know they can be pretty rare, but we were hoping you might be willing to share a few with us, if you have any, that is. Jade Dragon's Eye, you say? Well, yes, we actually do have a few of those. They are quite useful for the church's medicinal mixtures, so we make sure to procure some periodically. Although I hear that supply chain disruptions have been making it difficult to get a hold of them. Yeah, that's why we ended up coming to you for help. Apparently, Haurien in Newtown won't be able to make their dish for the big cook-off without him. Oh, I had no idea. Well, in that case, let me provide you with as many as you need. Nice. Obtain Jade Dragon's Eye.
So these are Jade Dragon's Eyes.
They're a lot bigger and smoother than your typical long-on fruit. You sure you're okay with giving us this many, though? Considering recent events, I would like to do my part to ease everyone's spirits as much as possible.
We're extremely grateful for your assistance, sir.
I'm curious, though. You all have been recruited to help with the contest, yes? Yeah, that's right. Is there something else you think we should know about? Well, it's just that there's this young man named Meng Xiao. This will be his first time competing in the cook-off. However, I'm a bit concerned by the throngs of people that suddenly seem so wound up over his food. I mean, but when something's that popular, you're bound to have some people who go completely nuts over it. Indeed. In fact, a very passionate fan recommended that I try the dish as well, so I went to go and sample some. But when I arrived, I was informed they had only just sold out. I still have yet to try one. Dang, that's some unfortunate timing. Still, I'm surprised they ran out so suddenly. Meng Xiao made it sound like he had plenty when we were there. It's like he's using an ingredient that the priest would recognize, which is probably the fruit. Oh, considering the fruit has medicinal purposes, is he maybe using the fruit to make people addicted to it? Is the fruit like making people super addicted? Oh, that could be it. That could be it, because if the fruit has medicinal purposes, usually medicine, especially bitter medicine, is very icky to children. But when you're an adult and you're pretty much swallowing the same medicine, you don't mind it as much anymore. The bitterness goes away. Like kids' tongues are essentially more sensitive to that stuff. So yeah, if she reacted, then yeah. Still, I'm surprised it ran out so suddenly. Meng Xiao made it sound like he had plenty when we were there. In any case, we've been asked to deal with any problems that might pop up during the cook-off. We'll do everything in our power to make sure it goes as smoothly as possible, so try to relax and enjoy yourself. I will. And please, let me know if you need help with anything else in the meantime.
Heavenly Mother,
While we're here,
watch over us.
I'm pleased to have offered assistance with the cooking competition. It's truly a blessing to be able to continue with these social events. They do wonders in keeping everyone's spirits up. Nice.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Never guessed, but I'll admit, I am a little nervous. But it's okay. Aaron's here to help us.
Excuse me. A lot of stuff is hanging on you, Aaron. Anyway. Hey, Jigen, mind if I ask you for a little favor? Of course, what's going on this time, Van? Looking into some kind of antique? Sort of. Actually, it's got something to do with your hobby. You've always had a thing for vintage wines, right? Oh, I get it now. Guess it wouldn't be too surprising for him to have a bottle lying around. We're looking for Tianfeng Xuan It's from a brewery that closed down a while back. You know it? Whoa, hold on there! That's what you're looking for? You're kidding!
So you do have it.
Well, it wouldn't do me any good to lie about it, yeah. I've actually got 3 bottles. The only thing is, I bought them for myself. Wasn't exactly planning on selling them off.
Oh, come on, man. If you got 3, why not suck it up and sell us one?
I didn't buy 3 because I was planning to sell any. One was to drink, one was to keep in storage, and the last one was for spreading the good word. I'm gonna be real with you here for a minute. I love cake, but even I don't buy extra for storing and proselytizing? God, huh? I'm not sure how to say that one. Anyway, be honest, man. If you knew they wouldn't go bad, you totally wouldn't. You know what? He would. Yeah, he would. If cakes wouldn't go bad, he would totally do it. Anyway, if you've got a one for spreading the word, then this seems like a pretty good opportunity, don't you think? Come on, share the love, buddy. What do you mean? You see the great Langport cook-offs coming up, and Mei Xin wants that wine to use for her entry. If she wins using your spare Tiang Feng Xuan, there might be a whole new run on the stuff.
That's true. If there's enough good publicity, maybe someone might consider investing in rebuilding the brewery.
I see, I hadn't thought of it that way. Alright, you'll all have convinced me. But I'm still a businessman. I insist on being paid appropriately for it. Mei Xin already gave us the okay to put it on her tab, so just charge it to her, okay? Alright, sounds good. Give Mei Xin my best. It'll be worth it if I got some good buzz for my store. Well, that's part of our that part's out of our hands. Thanks for the bottle, though. 1 SP. Okay, I'm gonna check the shops later. So that's that.
Nice.
And there's the crab. Carmine crab. Nice. Got a red crab. Haha, looks like we got ourselves a big one. Not sure what Wuhan's planning to make with it, but he shouldn't have any complaints about a crab this big.
I suppose we should move on to the next item then.
Hey, did you hear about what happened with Yon Tzu over at the Tao Yun restaurant? Sure did. Guess he's gonna be competing in the cook-off after all. Seems like trouble follows that guy everywhere he goes. Yeah, all that business with the Life family already had him in a real titsy. And you know just how weird he can be. So, for somebody so hard to please, he sure is awkward. Maybe that's what makes his food so good, though. Alright, looks like we've got everyone's missing ingredients. We heard a few interesting tidbits of info along the way, too. We should probably deliver the ingredients to each of the shops and then head back to Mei Xin's place. We even got the Lai Zhu that she was after. We should get it back to her as soon as she has time to prep her dish. Van and the others delivered the ingredients to Guya, Fandian, and Horien. Jeez. After that, they returned to Mei Xin and told her about everything they learned.
I'm so glad I put out that request. I feel much better about putting on the cook-off now.
It's all part of the job.
There's still some time left before the event is scheduled to start, by the way. I'm sure you must be tired, so you're more than welcome to rest here before we begin.
Not a bad idea. Sure. Alright, we'll take you up on that. Can't hurt to decompress a little bit. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your Lai Zhu.
That's the Tian Feng Xuan. I can't believe you managed to find some.
Well, I had a few connections. He wasn't able to give it to me for free though, so I hope you don't mind that I asked him to send the bill your way.
Not at all. This'll be just what my dish needs.
It just hit me. It's the same... I mean, this is not... No, it can't be a coincidence, right? The kids were playing with literally the same... same bottles earlier, but empty. You hyped it up so much, I'm sure it won't disappoint. Sounds like we've got plenty to look forward to, at least. Anyway, let's wait here until it's time for the event to start. Huh. Alright, here comes everybody. I wonder if there would have been an interaction or something if I would have gone and talked to the kids again. Like a secret meeting or something. Oh well.
Looks like the participants are filling in, and and are those the judges?
Yeah, with me on both hosting duty and participating, they had to call in some impartial third-party judges. Usually the judges are the non-participating shop owners, folks from the Chamber of Commerce, you know, stuffy people like that.
I guess it's time for the battle to begin.
Yeah, and there's still a bit before they get started though. I'm actually gonna step away for a minute. I might not be back in time for the opening ceremony, but you guys have a good time without me. Huh? I thought you wanted to make sure the competition went smoothly.
But I was so excited for us all to watch together.
It's no big deal, just something I wanted to look into real quick. I'll be back as soon as I can.
I'm wondering what's wrong.
It's not like it's the first time he's gone off on his own. I'm sure he'll be fine. Well, Rosette already suspects something. They're just standing there in the background.
Well, it's unfortunate that we were unable to hold the competition at the Kowloon Hotel as planned. It is Laifu Fandian's sincere pleasure to host this year's Great Langport Cook-Off. I'm sure you almost have a lot on your minds given everything that's happened in Langport recently. Man sure is taking his time. I know he said he might not make it back for the opening ceremony, but...
Hey, you see that guy on the end there? End over there? Isn't that the head chef from Taoyuan?
Yeah, he looks kinda grouchy.
Grouchy.
I'm surprised they'd send him an invitation given the situation.
Maybe that's what Van's looking into right now. But we can worry about that later. Looks like the show's about to get started.
Alright, our first contestant is Wuhan from Guiha Fandian, a beloved stop in the Eastern Quarter for travelers and locals alike.
Oh, damn. Oh, a red crab dish, huh? It's quite an expensive ingredient for a place like Guiha. Well, I thought it might be good to go all out for a change. It's a family standard, Langport-style steamed crab dish. Given the quality of the ingredients, I hope you find it to your liking. Num 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 num.
Oh, this is making me hungry.
This is making me hungry.
He did a really good job with that red crab.
I guess old man Wuhan is capable of some pretty fancy stuff when he puts his mind to it. My, that was quite excellent. You can really taste how fresh the crab is.
Still, as excellent as the ingredients may be, I think it's lacking a little something.
Yes, if only I had something extra to draw out all the flavors. For my dish, I prepared a stew containing assorted seafood from along the eastern coastline. I call it Fatiaodan? Fatiaodan. The dried goods work together to create a multifaceted soup stock with a harmonious flavor.
Oh, I've heard of this soup. I'm told it's exquisite.
Uh-huh. All of these dishes are going to be a bit off for some reason, right? Ooh, actually... Yeah, he could do the same thing. If he's using the medicine stuff to spice his food to make it, like, better for adults, what if he's using the medicine to dump into other foods and it's making them a bit more meh?
Impressive. That certainly seems like a dish worthy of Horian.
Yeah, their food draws from
elements of Long Lai's cuisine and other Far Eastern places. You can tell a lot of care went into making it. While I usually prefer my food Langport style, I do get in the mood for stuff like that every now and again.
This is fantastic work. Exactly what I expected of Hodian. There's a bitterness and odor to it, not unlike some herbs used in Eastern medicine. But the way it's... Oh yeah, he was using that. But the way it's blended together in terms of taste and aroma are top class. The most impressive thing is this longan fruit. This is Jade Dragon's Eye, isn't it? It provides an excellent accent to the flavor. Right, this guy was using the fruit, I forgot. So it's in the soup anyway. It looks like you're next, Yontu. I know a lot has happened recently, but I trust you've been doing alright since then. For the most part, yes. Today I prepared abalones in a thick glaze. The glaze itself is made from dried shark's fin and edible bird's nest. Edible bird's nest? I commend you for using such high-quality seafood. I should have expected nothing less from the head chef of such a refined establishment.
That's the Lai family's restaurant for ya. Just rich enough to have bad taste. It seems as though the judges are responding quite favorably to it, though.
That was excellent. You certainly made the most of those ingredients.
Yes, I agree. It feels like a very tried and true approach. Next up we have my sister. For today's competition, I prepared a unique free-range chicken dish called Bashunji. I'm especially proud of this one. It's chicken steamed with...
That's chicken? I mean, okay, yeah, I guess it could be chicken breast. Just laid out in this way. It just looks... okay.
I'm especially proud of this one. It's chicken steamed with carefully selected vine and spices that help to bring out a lovely aroma. I've heard much about you, Meishin. I'm impressed that you've earned the rank of Teiji Shushi at such a young age.
I'm looking forward to seeing the skills you developed from your days back at the Kowloon Hotel.
It's finally Meishin's turn, but Van's still not back yet. Yeah, he should have at least been here for her presentation. Especially considering she's using the TLoH we obtained for her.
Oh my! This is fantastic! The various fragrances combined with such a delicate taste!
And all while preserving the delicious flavor of the chicken itself. It's marvelous work.
That's certainly not all. I can tell there's something special about the wine you simmer the chicken in. It takes the bird's light flavors and colors it with spices, resulting in a superb balance. Finding the right wine to produce such a near-perfect dish must have been next to impossible.
Yes, I was confident that it would all come together if I used Tiaofeng Xuan.
That famous wine? I see. Now I understand why the taste was so familiar. It makes it all the more regrettable that the brewery closed down some time ago.
Yes, I would love to see it make a resurgence someday. Great job, sis!
Alright, now for the not tacos. For my first cook-off, I'll be entering my renowned Millennium Duck. The seasoning is sure to hook even the most discerning palate.
Oh, so this is the dish that's been so popular lately. Let's give it a taste then.
Delicious.
It's hard to describe, but it's completely captivating.
With this flavor and aroma, it's like I can't stop myself. I've never had anything like it. Oh, I love it. What the hell are you putting in this shit? This is the first time I've ever experienced anything like this. How did you prepare such a delightful concoction?
Let's just say I put a lot of work into my secret ingredient.
I feel completely blindsided.
It must be even better than I heard. I just wonder.
No way, I mean his food was good and everything, but don't you think they're exaggerating?
Sounds like the winner's been decided already. I'm surprised he managed to reel in all 3 judges.
Hold on a minute. Oh, damn it. Looks like I'm too late. Oh. Oh, this is the old guy from the clinic. Damn right you are. Where you been, man? The cook-off's almost over. Wait, why is Doc Lonkai with you? I told you I had to look into something, didn't I? It just took a little longer than expected. Oh. I was trying to get to the clinic because I thought the marker was on the clinic, but there was nothing there, so I went to the church instead. But, so that's why there was nothing there. He's part of the quest, but later. Look, I hate to do this in the middle of such a big event, but there's a problem with Men Xiao's cooking. Not only are you interrupting the competition, but now you're trying to slander me? It ain't slander. I kept some of the food we bought from you in some containers. I had Dr. Lonkai examine some of it for me, and boy, that sure is one hell of a secret ingredient you got there. Indeed. One of the so-called spices we found in this Millennium Duck is TLoH. The medical herb compendium listed as a hallucinogen, one with pleasurable but addictive side effects. So, yeah, drugs. He mixed in drugs. Good job, man. Good job. That's why he made everybody... Pretty much everybody became addicted to his food because he mixed in drugs. Good shit. These days, it's considered to be quite a rarity. I'm curious how you managed to come up so much of it. Oh. You fed us something that dangerous?
What should we do? Are we going to be okay?
Fortunately, it's not so toxic as to directly affect the body unless routinely ingested. It can be counteracted through treatment from most practitioners of the Eastern medicine, including myself. There's no need for panic. But the fact remains that this guy deceived everyone into eating his drugged food.
That explains why I felt so weird when I tried it earlier.
You bastard! You had to go and pull something like this on top of all the other crap we've been dealing with from Heiwe?
How horrible! You're a disgrace to all chefs. No, you don't even deserve to carry that title. But how did he manage to supply himself with so much of such a rare herb? His prices were rather low, too.
That's right. How would I even have gotten my hands on the stuff in the first place? If you only tasted one batch, then who's to say somebody didn't plant it there just to make me look bad? True, I guess it would be pretty difficult for you to gather a stock of something so uncommon. If you were working alone, that is. But what if someone with access to it was working behind the scenes to help you out? See, someone has been sabotaging the other businesses, and the only places unaffected were your food truck and Taoyuan restaurant. Well, compared to you, Taoyuan doesn't have much of a motive. I see. Practically everyone in Langport's got their eye on the Lai family right now. Something like that. This'd be the final nail in her coffin. But you, on the other hand, had a perfect motive for getting your hands on those herbs, and for finding someone to get them for you. Yeah, and to make sure his collaborator wouldn't lose face, he had to be sure that he'd win. That's why he started messing with the other restaurants. That about sums it up, Min Xiao. I don't know what you're talking about. You're just out to get me. I would never vandalize Horian or Lai Fanfandian. I mean... That's odd. I didn't say a thing about anyone being vandalized. You sure seem awfully knowledgeable about it, though.
Just give yourself up already. There's no getting out of it now.
With this much evidence, we won't even need to get AU involved.
Care to tell us about how you procure those herbs?
Looks like the jig is up. Oh man, how am I ever gonna explain this to him? Him, Mom. After Van's confrontation, both bracers and police officers arrive on the scene to escort Min Xiao away. With his disqualification, the judges at the Great Langport Cook-Off took a moment to reconvene.
Well, in spite of that little incident, the judges have now concluded their deliberation. Do we have a verdict on the winner?
We do. The dish that shone best and brightest among all those we sampled this evening was that of Laifu Fandian's very own Meishin.
Really? I'm honored. Way to go, Meishin.
The host is kind of partial to someone.
In the end, we decided it was your use of the TLoH that truly won us over. Thank you so much. I promise to keep aiming for even greater heights. It's what my father would have wanted.
Who would have thought that wine would end up being the deciding factor?
I guess it was worth the effort after all.
As Mei Xiang's misdeeds were revealed, albeit in a rather unexpected manner, the cooking competition came to a close. The participants, having learned a few new things about their cooking, headed back to their respective businesses. Alright.
Thank you again for all your help with this year's cook-off. Although I feel like the only reason I won was because you were able to find me that Tianfeng Xuan.
Nah, that was just a last little push to put you over the edge. Even without the wine, you've been getting nothing but rave reviews. Your skill's the real deal.
Be that as it may, it was only because of you that Mei Xiao was exposed for what he really is.
Yeah, Doc Lonkai said it's a good thing you stopped him when you did. You got it right before his regular customers would have started getting sick from the stuff. He said they should be fine if they can go without it for about a week. Detox.
I'm just surprised you even noticed something was off. I definitely thought it was odd how strongly people were reacting to his food, but I never imagined.
Yeah, that was part of it, but the thing that really tipped me off was the fact that he was avoiding serving people with knowledge of medicine. Remember what Father Hua Seng over at the chapel told us? He said that when he went to give the dish a try, they told him they were fresh out. Yet, when we were there, he made it sound like he had more than enough to go around. He didn't seem the least bit worried about meeting demand. It felt like a pretty unlikely coincidence to me, so I figured I should look into it. Yeah, the timing on that was just a little too perfect. By the way, you mentioned that drug he was using is pretty rare. Ever figured out how he got the stuff?
I accessed the database, but I haven't been able to determine a possible access channel. According to the police, even Men Xiao didn't know much about his collaborator's origin.
So, in other words, he was probably being used. The only question is, what would somebody have to gain from having a cook feed hallucinogens to the general public? I wonder. You said it. The only thing I can think of is that they were using it as some sort of test. Maybe it was to see how far they could push the law while still keeping under the radar. Looks like the jig is up. How I'm gonna explain this to him, yeah.
Van?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Anyway, I think that ought to take care of your request for now. We've got other businesses to attend to, so we'll catch you later.
Of course. I'm so glad I turned to you for help. Please, feel free to stop by anytime.
That takes care of that.
Mira deposit confirmed.
This will work itself into something. But what?
Welcome to Laifu Fandian.
We'll have to wait.
What can I get for you?
Hey, there's the food. Bashunji. 2,440 HP and A resistance is up. And an aromatic steamed chicken dish invented by Laifu Fandian's Mei Xin. That is a good dish. I'll take 2.
Thanks a bunch.
You're welcome. Alright, next sector it is. Yep, guy is gone. I went over here just to see if anything would be here, but nope, he is absolutely gone. He and his food stand got absolutely nuked out of existence. Well then, moving on. Alright, time to rattle off the first ward, and oh boy, we have a lot of NPCs here immediately in just this little square. First off, let's see about you guys. You're visiting. Hey, aren't you that guy from...
Oh, we did a 4SPG for you in Calvard.
Oh, it is the old guy.
Oh, that was me, alright. Glad to see you again.
You sure haven't changed, although your team does seem a little different this time. They're helping me do a restock on some of my supplies.
Oh, right, she's one of the stall owners. Okay.
Well, I also wanted to show Sinan around Langport a little bit. This is her first time seeing the world beyond Calvard. I told you we didn't have to. But I guess these buildings are pretty nice to look at. Feels like we're in some far-off land.
I mean...
You haven't seen nothing yet, kiddo. The food, the drinks, it's like a whole new world. Actually, since we're here, why don't we head on over to the theater? You might even be able to catch our show if you're lucky.
That does sound kind of interesting. Wait, no, we came to help Manir shop for supplies. We can do all of sightseeing after we finish work.
Alright. You got it, boss.
You're always so dependable, Sinan.
Damn, looks like she's grown up a little. She was just a smart-mouthed shrimp back when we were in Calvard. Yeah, it's nice to it's nice. There's a C missing. It's nice to see she's doing so well. Hey.
You know, I was a little worried when Sinan first started working at the bazaar. But now I don't know what we do without her. She's practically our biggest asset. She and Fazil got along so well too. It's hard to not smile when they're around.
Yeah, they're pretty much grandfather and granddaughter at this point.
So this is Langport, huh? It's so much more impressive than I imagined. I'd like to look around some more, but we need to make a few purchases first. Manir is fine, but for a market manager, Fazil can be way too easygoing sometimes. It's such a pain keeping him on task.
Did you hear that, old man?
Sinem seems to be enjoying herself. I'm glad we decided to bring her along. Anyway, we should hurry and get our business settled so we can take in all the sights.
He's in tourist mode. Can't blame him. Hey, Sid. I happened to be wandering around the festival board yesterday when the police came to search the Liu family's residence. I wanted to let Aaron know as fast as I could, but by the time I got to him, Fan had already been taken into custody. Not like we could have done anything for him. And I'm sure Fan wouldn't have wanted us trying to get in the middle of it either. That's all the more reason for us to expose whoever set the Liu family up. You be careful out there too, Aaron. There've been some weird rumors floating around since yesterday. They've got me a little worried. It's like somebody's trying to hurt your reputation or something. Doesn't sound like that big a deal to me, but I'll make sure to keep my eyes peeled. Huh, interesting. We did hear the couple of times I went through here for side quests, people address Aaron and placing a lot of trust on him, and he being a bit awkward about it, so... Me and the rest of the guys will keep looking into things on our end. Hopefully we'll find whoever's trying to make the Liu family look bad. I appreciate all your help, Aaron. Just make sure you're careful out there too. Got a bad feeling about those rumors I've been hearing. Yo. Alright.
I think you should contact them, Minho. I'm sure they'd be willing to hear you out. Really, the only thing we can do now is trust and wait.
I wonder if anyone will actually respond to that request I posted. Hey, okay, I kind of figured. Okay. This is our 4SPG people. Keep on going. This can't be happening. We drove... Oh my god, it is those two. From the capital. We drove all the way from Eden for this. Like hell I'm getting them letting them get away with this. Ah! What happened? Well, I sure wasn't expecting this. And it seems like the cops are too busy with all the Highway stuff to look into it. I'm kind of worried, honestly. I wonder if they'll be able to get it back. Did someone steal your car? What happened? What do we have here? Let's see. Ma'am? Oh my, aren't you those two performers from yesterday's show? Thank you for putting on such a wonderful performance. Say, wouldn't you be interested in joining the theater troupe, would you? Then I could come and see you anytime I wanted. I'm glad you enjoyed it so much, but I don't really plan on making stage shows part of my job anytime soon. Us coming back as special guests is not of the question, though.
Well,
sure. Ma'am? Hiren is busy with a few other things at the moment, so I'm taking on some of his work. I just have to be careful not to misspeak when greeting customers.
What would you like?
The Peony Blade script. Okay, for... Oh, Fairy. Screenplay for the Orbital film The Peony Blade.
Will you stop by again some...
How many of these do I have right now? Oh, I have a couple. Okay, Fairy.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Aaron.
I'll take that.
Judith.
Thanks.
Nice, that's a rank up. SCLM support effect 10%. Okay, and for the little munchkin.
Thanks a bunch, Van.
You are welcome. Van's maximum HP plus 500. Jesus Christ.
Time.
With sweet, sweet encouragement. Oh, wait, wrong direction. Oh, hi. I heard the police sirens last night. They came on just as we were getting ready for our evening performance. The Liu family have been loyal theater goers for ages now. I can't help worrying about how this will turn out in the end. Everybody does worry. I was already feeling like I couldn't stack up to Aaron, but even a little girl's upstaging me? How can I possibly compete with those dance moves? No, if I start doubting myself, that means I've already lost. That's right, buddy, just keep going. Look at her run into a chair. Wait, you have more? And to think Downey wanted to come earlier too. I said no because I still had some things to take care of. Wish I had listened to him. Man, if they don't get the car back, I'm gonna have to listen to Downey gripe about it for the rest of my life. Oh, someone did steal their car. Rip. Rip, buddy. Alrighty, ma'am. It sounds like things are got a bit hectic in the end, but I'm glad everyone was able to finish the competition. At least my husband was able to get a few compliments on his dish as well. That he did. Oh, man. Oh, it's Ahab. Oh, that's business with Young Fu finished. Maybe I'll do a little at-sea fishing for the rest of the afternoon. You know, I actually left my grandkids in charge of the shop back in Edith. I wonder if they'll be okay without me. Oh yeah, he's from there. That's where I know him from. Okay, right. I tend to think of them as adults most days, but I can't help worrying when I'm not there to oversee everything. Well, we're gonna see how they're doing once we do B route. I can't believe Meng Xiao would do something like that. Well, at least we made it through the competition. It would have been a disaster without your help. True. It's been a while since I've seen him around. Well, that aside, I'm glad Lilian seems to have gotten his focus back. That is true. Follow up to that quest. Hey, Doc. The low gecko that Meng Xiao used is quite the tricky herb. It exhibits not only pleasurable but addictive properties. Well, it shouldn't take too long for it to work its way out of everyone's systems, thankfully, and nobody will experience any serious side effects. I've also informed other doctors around Langport of the situation. They're prepared to help anyone who ate food from his stand. Yeah, that was definitely a mission. Jesus, putting that shit into food. What an idiot. What an idiot.
Not bad.
Ooh, new fish. Quicksilver carp. Nice.
hell of a fish.
There we go, that's another A-rank fish. I've got to make a short run of deliveries after I leave here. Unfortunately, that means I had to skip on the alcohol for now. Such is the fate of a truck driver. Yes, please don't drink and drive. Okay, what's going on in here? Hello. Okay, the event is on you, huh? Hi.
Yesterday was pretty shocking. One of our regulars saw what went down and immediately came to tell us about it. Honestly, I'm worried about Ashen. Heiwei's princess or not, those are her family members. I can't even imagine what she must be feeling.
Right.
Yep. Alright, buddy. First you. You and your friends picked the worst times to visit. Our regulars can't seem to stop talking about how nervous they're feeling. They're mostly worried about their safety and their jobs. Hell, at least our pub can act as a sort of refuge from their problems.
What would you like?
True Dragon's Tom Yum. Yum. Gambit's signature dish, made even spicier to suit the regulars' tastes. Nice.
Come again.
Alright, buddy, how's it going? You guys, huh? Kind of figured you'd show up eventually. All that commotion was definitely surprising yesterday, but most folks have just been going about their business as usual. Seems like that's Heiwei's doing though. Guess they wanted to step in to keep things under control. Well, yeah, this may just be family trouble to them, but it's in their best interest to keep citizens from panicking. Anyway, can we assume that drinking first thing in the morning is your own brand of business as usual? Hey, this is still my first drink of the day, alright? Let a guy take the chance to relax. Oh, by the way, are you guys familiar with Seven Hearts? Oh god, this is what this event is about? Am I? Uh-huh. I mean, I played it. That's the card game that's been real popular recently, huh?
This is the first time I'm hearing of it.
The rules are a bit different from other card games, but that hasn't stopped me and Halo from getting hooked on it. It's good for workers to take a break every now and then, don't you think? So, what do you say playing around? I don't think that sounds as convincing as you thought it would.
Perhaps we'll take you up on the offer at a later time.
Huh. Can I not do it now? Oh, I can. Okay, never mind. Let's do it. We'll play a round of 2-on-2. Better pick a partner, man. Oh, shit, this is where the partner thing comes in. I'm taking reset. Okay, oh, this is where the... Okay, I was wondering, because the tutorial was telling me about partner and shit.
Begin.
Okay, well... Well, get wrecked, you two.
Damn it.
Oh, never mind.
Let's go again.
Never mind, I miscounted. He had 12. Oh, god damn it. God damn it, you and your stupid luck.
And that's how it's done.
There we go, eat shit. Oh man, I lost, huh? Oh well. At least I had a good time. Here, take these as thanks for playing with me. Purifying spices obtained ×2? Nice. Huh, thanks. I was thinking that mess from last year with the Lai family was finally calming down. But now the Liu family's caught in the eye. I worry whether the flames fueling this feud or theirs might spark a whole new fire. He still has a mark? What part of the event are you then? Okay, no idea what else this is outside of the fact that I can keep on playing the minigame with them. But one little thing I wanna pick, or rather point out here, and this is purely because I'm recently watching a Let's Play for Sky the Third, and that is pretty much the first time you actually see Jack and Haley, like their actual designs and stuff. But very interestingly enough as well, you can see one single CG behind them as well, used as a background, and it's this very bar. And I want to point it out, if I don't forget, I'm gonna dig out the screenshot from that little cutscene where they're in.
Right.
In the story. In the story, essentially. and just overlaid over this because it literally looks the same. The layout, even the posters, the like little snippets of paper on the wall in the back are all present there. That is attention to detail. Especially because that game came out ages ago. Anyway, this guy? To be honest, I don't really care who is in control of anyway. As long as I can gamble and drink to my heart's content, I'll be a happy camper. Mr. Ferryman? Oh, hey Aaron. I see you got that spriggan with you today. I've been hearing you're doing a lot to help the situation lately. Well, if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know, especially if you need a lift anywhere. Well, not that you'll be lifting us anywhere right now. I'm not sure what it is, but the winds coming off the sea seem oddly unsettling today. The view here may not have changed over the years, but I suppose time keeps moving anyway.
Hey, Aaron.
Come on in.
Things get
and
hairy
eat
around
your
here
fill.
again. I'm counting on you to help me out.
You got it, Pops.
The citizens are more composed than I expected, given the present circumstances.
That's because they know Aaron has their backs.
Way to go, little spriggan of Longport.
Shut up, I'll kick your ass. Still, I need to hurry up and fix this situation before it starts affecting everyone in town.
You will, don't worry, buddy. I just got back from dropping off a load of natural remedies over at Dr. Lunkai's place. You guys heard about Elder Gien collapsing the other day too, right? The doctor wanted to make sure he had enough supplies on hand in case something like that happens again. I'm just glad I was able to help him out. Nice.
My stuff can't be beat.
Northern Sky Candy. Sea People said 18, nice. Far Eastern candy made with medicinal herbs. Suits the throat.
I'll be waiting for you.
That is my type of candy. More throat medicine, please. It's hard to know how our daily lives will be impacted now that Hayway's eldership is out of balance. Sometimes it seems like Landport is simply fated to suffer. Yeah. Sometimes. Alright, we have more people here. Back to you. I heard Mei Xin won the cooking competition. Guess it was worth giving you the Tianfeng Xuan after all, huh? Wonder if this will encourage someone to reopen the place where they make the stuff. They did talk about it. I still can't believe Fan was arrested. I mean, I don't think anyone around town's got anything bad to say about the guy. Out of everyone in Hayway, he's known as the most genuine. Still, that doesn't mean he's never done anything wrong. I mean, he's technically mafia, so you know. Collared Fang Cord for Sven. A colorful cord with the fangs of our rare beast braided into it. Nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What do you have on rare items?
The Eastern Quarter.
Thank
No.
you.
No, expensive.
And you'll never get free to take a gift.
All the grown-ups in town had such serious looks on their faces yesterday. It had me a little worried. I wanted to know what was going on, so I actually rushed over to see for myself. I'm just glad that it wasn't anything like what happened last year.
Oh god, yeah.
I take great pride in all my merchandise.
Soul Chef's Cusco? Cusco? Proverbs of Self. Speed plus 8 and crit plus 8? Nice.
Xie
Okay, thank you. Or something like that.
With him studying abroad, I'm sure Shin must be worried sick after finding out his dad was arrested.
Oh, I wonder if he's gonna be back now? Because of what happened just now? That would be interesting.
I hope he's alright.
Don't worry. Ashen already got in touch with him and told him to stay put. Well, thank you, Aaron, for telling me he's not coming. He'd apparently already been talking about coming home.
I didn't realize. Well, I'm glad she got him before he could do anything.
Well, thanks. Thanks, game.
Right up.
Fanlo getting arrested yesterday sure came as a shock. Everyone ran right over to the Lu residence to catch a glimpse of what was happening. My customers were pretty confused over the whole thing.
I just hope none of it starts hurting my business.
Right.
Oh, you'll
all
be
the
fine.
time you need.
Qintao Zhai Cai. Okay. It's food. I didn't consume this one yet.
Seeing you.
But I have them. Okay, that's the 4 SPG. You guys. Mama, can I come shopping with you? Considering everything that happened yesterday, I was a little concerned about what the mood around town would be like. But thankfully it seems like people are feeling as high-spirited as ever. Maybe I should take my daughter shopping with me after all. I mean, she's literally asking about that. Also, oh god.
Got something you'll like.
Contraband man, hi. I thought about selling my wares in another town, but I'm stuck in Langport for the time being. Of course, now there's all this upheaval with Hayway to deal with. It might just be a blessing in disguise, though. Now I have an excuse to sell off all my Moshi stuff before the cops figure me out.
I got some good stuff.
Moshi gloves, HP 700 and strength plus 7. A pair of gaudy gloves modeled after Moshi's hands. Sure.
Thanks as always.
No worries, my friend.
My noodles are the best.
Fun. You know, he'd actually stop by for noodles sometimes. He seemed like such a kind man, too. I mean, he was always so nice to me and the shopmaster.
What'll you have?
Yeah, he's very beloved. He's very beloved. This is gonna be interesting. True Jinhua long cut noodles.
Come again.
As they dragged Master Fan away in handcuffs, all I could do was watch. To think there could be a saboteur within the Liu family. We must oust this individual immediately. Still, no matter what happens, I intend to protect Lady Ashen with my very life. Good job, buddy. You'll do fine. Also, is there a fishing spot? Oh, there is a fishing spot there. Hold on. And a big crystal.
Let's give this a go.
Another big catch of the red perch, so nothing new.
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot. Right.
Okay, let's see what we have on this thing. The Missing Dragon Chariot. Langport's Lunar New Year Festival is right around the corner and the Dragon Chariot, Red Star's signature vehicle, has been stolen. And considering Hayway is likely busy with other matters at the moment, we thought it best to ask you your help instead. I'll be waiting for your answer in front of the Eastern Theater. Chief Minho. Oh, that's why those two car enthusiasts were so pissed off. It's not that their car got stolen, the two guys were Edith, it's because this car got stolen. This is from the other dudes. Okay, I see. Let's talk to them. Are you the Minho that sent out the 4SPG request? I see you've got Heron with you too. Thank you for coming, Spriggan. Yes, I'm Minho with Red Star. And you've brought Aaron along. That's very encouraging. Hell yeah, man. With me on board, it's always smooth sailing. Anyway, what's this I hear about the Dragon Chariot going missing? It was over in the main plaza up until yesterday, wasn't it? I have a question. Actually, what exactly is a Dragon Chariot? Oh, right, I suppose if you're not from Langport, you probably wouldn't be too familiar with it. It's a yearly tradition, kind of a symbolic thing. Every year, the most influential people in Hayway invest large sums of mira into prepping a high-class luxury car to put on display. Then they show it off at the Lunar New Year Festival to impress anyone with eyes. It's to make sure everyone knows how rich and powerful Hayway is. I hear in the old days they used to do it with boats and ox carts. Ever since Red Star came around though, luxury oral cars have been the staple. After the festival it gets toured around to every location you can think of before eventually being auctioned off. Auctioned off? Then I suppose the Eastern Theater serves as the auction house? That's correct. In fact, the Dragon Chariot was supposed to be brought into the theater today. We were actually just having a meeting about it. Unfortunately, just as we were getting ready to proceed, it disappeared. If we don't do something, our company will be out
out a huge investment, and that's not even to mention how much it'll inconvenience our partners in Hewe. Is there any way we could enlist your services to help retrieve the dragon chariot?
Well, what do you say, old man?
Let's see. This goes into law and gray. Okay. Alright, we'll take the case. Hewe is not really in a place to deal with this right now. And I've had my fair share of experience with stuff like this. Besides, as a casual fan of horrible cars myself, I want to see whoever stole that beauty brought to justice.
Casual fan, he says.
But I'm with you. We can't just let some stupid thieves get away with something like this. I appreciate your support. To be honest, I was pretty worried you might not take the job. It's an incredibly expensive vehicle after all. If you don't manage to get it back, Red Star will be at a huge financial loss.
This may not be relevant to the investigation, but exactly how much is the dragon chariot worth?
Oh god. Please say like $500,000. Let's see, the chassis base is of the Red Star's more pricey models, the Nexus 3. And then you've got the embossing work from a first-class professional, the pure gold ornamental pieces, the gold outer coating. Jesus! The manufacturing costs alone would be 30 million Mira. Holy shit!
30 million Mira? I can't believe someone would pay so much for a single car.
And when it comes to the time to auction it, the highest bidding price usually goes well beyond the original value. There is no doubt that thieves would be able to make a rather significant profit from it. I mean, they could literally just strip the car, melt down all the gold and just sell it.
I imagine they mean to use the money to fund their criminal activities.
I mean, with that kind of money, they're set for life.
From a risk management perspective, this case seems absolutely critical.
Alright, first things first. I need you two to tell me all the details about how the car was being transported to the theater. Any moments you can think of where the car could have been stolen? Yes, you see, the Red Star crew started moving it into the theater around 5 hours ago. They finished about 4 hours ago, after which everyone decided to leave. Unfortunately, right around that time, there was one issue that cropped up. It prevented us from being able to keep a proper eye on the chariot. Oh, what happened? As soon as they started bringing the car in, the revenue service decided to show up for an audit. We were so busy dealing with them, there was no time for anything else. It seemed like it took forever too. The auditors only left a few minutes ago. An audit from the revenue service, huh? So that's how it all ties together. And right after Fan Lu just got arrested on false charges of tax evasion. It makes sense that other businessmen would start being suspected of fraud too, but you gotta admit, the timing's pretty suspicious.
Yes, it's hard to believe it's a coincidence. Either the criminal knew the revenue service's exact schedule, or perhaps...
I'm ashamed at our lack of vigilance, but because there was so many crew members on hand, we assumed everything would be fine. Perhaps some of them noticed something we didn't. Don't you think you should have given them more clear instructions? You guys were the ones in charge after all. Well, either way, it wouldn't be a bad idea to ask around inside the theater. We just need to take it slow and trace their path, step by step. Let's get to it.
You have my support, Mr. Arkride.
Okay. Let's see. Who's first? You. Sup, Fuka? Sorry to bug you.
Aaron? What can I do for you? Actually, those people with you, aren't they,
Yeah, we just have a few questions we'd like to ask you. You heard about the dragon chariot being stolen, right?
Yes, I have. In fact, I have. I gave them a bit of a hand when they were bringing it in. But I'm sorry, I really don't have any idea when it was taken.
Even the smallest detail you can remember might help us. Did you notice if anything felt off at the time?
I think I might have been a bit paranoid, but I guess there was one thing. About 3 hours ago, someone from Red Star came back to the theater with a big truck. I assumed it was just some additional servicing that needed to be done, but I was so busy at the time I wasn't able to pay them much attention. That certainly does sound strange. According to Minho, the crew started leaving the theater about 4 hours ago. Even if they had forgotten to take care of something, it would be unusual to send a single person without informing anyone beforehand.
And Minho had his hands full with the revenue service, right after the actual Red Star crew left. That would have been the best time to get the car out without anyone noticing. Yeah, and I'm betting that Red Star guy she saw was a fake. If he played the part well enough, nobody would even blink an eye if he stole the car.
I'm sorry, if I had paid more attention, this wouldn't have happened.
Nah, it's not your fault, Fuka. Still, don't you think a truck big enough to hold a dragon chariot would stand out in a place like Langport? It'd take quite a while to find a place to hide it.
Maybe someone involved in transporting goods might know something.
Now that I think about it, that delivery guy, Anthony, runs mail all over Newtown. He's probably got a few contracts in the shipping industry. Wouldn't be surprised if he knows something.
Let's get going then.
A truck carrying heavy cargo, huh? Well, I mean, Langport is a harbor city. It's not really unusual to see trucks that big every now and then. But actually, now that I think about it, I do remember seeing a large Red Star truck headed for the harbor district around the time you mentioned. And you haven't noticed any changes in the area lately, have you? Any workers you haven't seen before renting out strange space or boats?
No, I can't say that I have.
Oh, but maybe...
Something jog your memory?
Well, you remember that warehouse where there was a murder about half a year ago? After that happened, most people around here didn't want a thing to do with it. But just recently, one of my clients, a guy named Lai Hong, said his company decided to start renting it. Heard they stopped using it though. Was wondering if maybe something had happened.
Oh, that warehouse. Guess it makes sense people would be avoiding that place.
The fact that somebody wanted to rent it at all smells pretty fishy to me. It's also more than big enough to hide not just the car, but the truck carrying it too. Looks like the harbor is our only lead right now. Let's go and see what we can find.
Man, of all the places, why did it have to be there?
Okay, going to the harbor district regardless. Let's see.
Time to depart.
Okay, perfect. I can avoid triggering the red mark, and there is an event over there as well. Let's see. Oh? I wonder what happened. Are you Leon? We heard you're the guy that's renting this place out. Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with?
We're in the middle of an investigation, and this warehouse came up as a spot of interest. We were told that you had to stop using this one in particular. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. My understanding is they found some kind of issue related to last year's incident. Yesterday, someone from the security company that oversees the harbor showed up and said they'd be taking it over temporarily. Oh, that's even more suspicious now. And yet...
Did something else happen?
Well, I came by here just a minute ago to take a look, and it seemed like somebody else has been making use of it. That shouldn't happen if the security company is keeping it under lock and key, though. That is pretty suspicious. I had to ask, but would you mind letting us take a peek? That's fine. To be honest, I was just sitting here wondering whether I should take a look myself. If we could learn something from it, I don't see the harm. Is the truck here? Yup. Huh, I knew it. I'm guessing that's not your company's truck, right? Definitely not. Who in the world brought this thing in here? What's the security company up to?
Let's hope the dragon chariot is still in there.
Having found a suspicious truck inside a warehouse, Van and the others quickly proceed to check its cargo. Unfortunately, the delivery bed was completely empty. There was probably a second truck in here and they swapped trucks. Huh, well, that's about what I expected. This must have been just a temporary storage location for them along the way. They probably realized how likely it was for the police to check the warehouse. They picked this location as a decoy.
I just attempted to access the server of the security firm that controls this area. However, there's no record of any issues being found with this particular warehouse, nor is there a record of them taking temporary custody over it.
The dungeon thing is still there! That's funny.
It seems likely that the security personnel that informed you of the supposed issue was an imposter.
I can't believe they managed to pull one over on me with such a simple disguise. I feel so foolish. Oh, kinda sounds like something about him stood out to you. Well, you see, I couldn't help but notice his hair was a rather striking shade of green. Gave me a bit of a startle, honestly.
Green hair, huh? That means he'll stand out in a crowd.
At any rate, it looks like the thief brought the chariot to the harbor in this truck and then transferred it to some other vehicle. Whether it was another truck or a boat remains to be seen, though. Let's ask around and see if we can pick up their trail. Okay.
Looks like some good loot.
Oh, hey! Oh, also. Nice. Time to hack!
Access granted. I'm going in.
Alright, let's go, Mayor.
I've got control of the system.
Okay. Quintet. Artsworkman, an arts driver with earth, water, fire, and wind arts. Nice. 2 speed. I wonder what all that hop-up this morning was about. And what did they want to use my boat for anyway? Seems like this guy works for a boat cartering service. Cartering? I think. If the culprit tried to transport the dragon chariot by sea, then maybe... Yeah, present topic.
Let me ask you something.
Suspicious heavy cargo, huh? No, I haven't taken on anything like that myself. Well, actually, it might not be related, but this morning someone I've never seen before came into the to charter a boat. Oh, charter, not carter. Whatever. Oh yeah? Mind telling us what they looked like? What type of boat did they rent? Well, they were a middle-aged Navy type, with a little bit of a beard. I think he said he was an officer? No, a lieutenant colonel. I thought it was a bit odd for someone from the Navy to be renting a civilian boat, but I didn't really think much of it. I mean, we get all kinds. Still, it's not every day you see people renting an orbital sail with a small barge attached.
An orbital sail. Those are vessels with orbital engines that propel them more easily than a regular sailboat. Those engines are only auxiliary, however, as they don't provide much in the way of horsepower. That being said, if the barge is small enough to carry a single vehicle, the engine may just be sufficient enough to tow it. This Navika sounds like he's our target. Did the boat already leave?
Yes, it's I'd barely taken my eyes off them for a second before they were gone. It sounds like there's more going on here than I thought. Should I not have rented out the equipment? No, you got nothing to worry about. Anyway, I think we've got a pretty good idea of the scale of this scheme now. Let's find a place where we can sort through everything we've learned so far. At least now we know the entire sequence of events. So to sum it up, we have people believed to be the culprits bringing a truck to the theater, moving it to the warehouse, and then renting a boat with a barge. At every location they were disguised to look like someone who could feasibly have business here. business there.
But we were given 2 descriptions, a young guy with green hair dressed like a security guard, and a middle-aged Navy officer. We don't know what the guy pretending to be a Red Star employee looked like, but do you think they were all different people in disguise?
I have heard there's a phantom thief capable of mimicking... Oh no, that's not him, don't worry.
Mimicking the likeness of various people, and by himself no less. Although he seems to be an isolated case, we should be careful not to discount the possibility that this is the work of a single individual.
That's true. The job was done by multiple culprits, done by a single. Ha! I'm gonna go by multiple. I've got a feeling we're dealing with multiple culprits here. I mean, if it really was just one guy, there wouldn't be any point of making it all so complicated, right? They were probably only handing off the car to one another in disguise so they would be harder to track down. Makes sense to me. So, who's behind it? You figured everything out already, haven't you? Well, the first people who came to mind are... the Mafia looking to get a hit on Heiwe, one of Red Star's rivals, a small group of amateur thieves. Yeah... I mean... that would... not... a Mafia... the Mafia looking to get a hit on Heiwe? I mean, could be, right? It's either the first or the third one. One of Red Star's rivals, nothing so far pointed to that. Could be a small group of amateurs, but they are too professional. The Mafia looking to get a hit on Heiwe. I mean, this makes the most sense, I guess. It could be somebody looking to hit Heiwe while they're down. Maybe even the Dollar family. No, I'd better be pretty... it'd be pretty unusual for the Mafia to go out of their way to steal a dragon chariot over some petty dispute. Okay, group of amateurs. I'm thinking it might just be a small group of amateur thieves. If a bigger organization was involved, they would have put together a plan with a higher chance of success. These guys prepped the warehouse and boat right before committing the crime, which makes me think that there wasn't a whole lot of brainpower involved. I mean, regardless of speculation though, they did still manage to get away with it.
I agree. Looking at their plan, it seems a bit rushed and simplistic. It was put together very haphazardly. They seem to have only succeeded by being well coordinated and light on their feet. I must say, it also seems unlikely that the visit from the revenue service had anything to do with them.
Yeah, that was a little too convenient for my liking, but it's probably not as relevant as we thought. Let's go back over what we know about these guys again. They're capable of rudimentarily disguise, trust each other, operate as a small unit, and work fast. You guys also remember a certain threesome that fit that bill? Oh.
Oh.
You mean those guys we dealt with in Tharbad last year? These idiots. Okay.
The Devancy brothers. This incident certainly does seem to fit their MO.
I forgot about those idiots. I'll be quite honest.
And according to a recent search, it seems they managed to break out of jail just a few weeks ago.
Oh, it's them.
It's still unclear how they escaped, but it's likely they had outside assistance.
Well, that settles that. All we gotta do now is hunt them down. You know where they went, don't you? Yeah, they must have taken the dragon chariot to... the eroded cave. Oh, no? If they rented an orbital sail and a barge, the destination can't be too far from the harbor. But the water levels around the eroded cave change pretty frequently, and the top of... Okay, yeah. Offshore smuggling vessel? Heilong Jingxiai. I guess? That's close. Heilong Jingxiai. Most people tend to keep their distance from the place, but it's just close enough to get to with an orbital sail. Shit! That's the last place I wanted to go. Makes sense though. There's a reason Almata used it for their hideout. It practically screams, "Hey! Hide your stolen shit here, dude!"
But what do you think they're doing with it all the way out there? If they wanted to sell it off, they'd have to load it up again and take it to somewhere else, wouldn't they?
That's why I thought Heilong Jinjai gave off more of a stench than the eroded cave. It's not easy to tell just by looking at the map. But on the east side of Heilong Jinjai, there's a small path that links back to the main highway.
There is?
I mean, the place was used for mining after all. It makes sense that they have a few roads for transportation. Could be long abandoned by now, though.
If they disguise the dragon chariot somehow while they have it on Heilong Jinjai, they would have no issue taking it to land from there.
That's pretty much the long and short of it, yeah. Damn, they sure picked a hell of a target right after getting out of their slammer. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get our asses over to Heilong Jinjai. Show over at the eastern quarters wharf should be able to hook us up with a boat. Okay, 1 SP. That's fine. Probably would have gotten 2 SP. But it's fine. Hey, you will be ferrying us. How's it going? Surprise, surprise! Van and the others, in an effort to track down the dragon chariot, decided to once again travel to Heilong Jinjai. Soon thereafter...
Wow, look at that, guys!
A normal sail on a barge. I knew it.
It would seem to be just as you surmised, Mr. Arkride.
They probably haven't taken the chariot too far. I bet we'll find them pretty close by. Let's be careful going forward.
Yes, sir!
Okay, they are in the same order. You got it.
Understood.
Do you have to go through the whole thing? Oh, probably not. Probably just the entrance here. Is there anything to pick up? No. There it is. Damn, this thing is fancy. Nice work out there, brothers. If we manage to get this thing bits and bobs on the black market, our Mira woes will be ancient history. Before you know it, we'll be out of Calvard and making a name for ourselves in a whole new part of the world. We could never have done it without your foolproof plans, big bro. Who else could have thought of to get somebody to meddle with the revenue service? Nobody! That's who! Alright, that's enough praise for me. Besides, you guys played your parts to a T as well. I must say, your disguises have gotten pretty convincing lately. Still, I think one of us really ought to consider changing his hair color next time. Hey, the hair is what makes me me. No way I'm getting rid of it anytime soon. Well, whatever. We should be proud of this one, boys. The bonds of brotherhood have secured us yet another victory. What say we crack open a bottle and have a toast? We deserve a little reward, don't you think? We can always just slip on the abandoned pathway tomorrow. Well, ain't that sweet? Brotherly love sure is a beautiful thing, right? Oh. Well, ain't that sweet? Brotherly love sure is a beautiful thing, right, man? No doubt about that. And they even let us listen in on their little plan. Nice group of guys, I gotta say. Too bad that's about all the time you're gonna get to celebrate though. Hope you losers are ready to be back behind bars.
If your bonds run so deep, then why not put all that energy into something that actually helps others for once? I'm afraid we have you cornered, the Vanchi brothers. Turn yourselves in and we promise to do you no harm.
But what are you doing here? Actually, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
They're the guys that foiled our plans back in Calvard.
The spriggan? Ugh. Why did it have to be you again? Hey, we're not all that thrilled to run into you crooks either. You boys are at the end of your rope. And speaking of rope, how about you stand still so we can tie you 3 up? What, you really think we're gonna back down now? You've meddled in our plans for the last time, spriggan. You're toast. Don't get all cocky just because you took us down once before. We'll give you a real run for your money this time. With me, brothers! Oh boy, you guys are so dead.
Destroy them! You're freaking dead! Fine, let's play.
Ow! I kinda...
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
I kinda wanna wait.
That all you got?
Kinda wanna wait. I wanna test something.
You're going down!
Ow.
Here's my chance.
Sure, just put a curtain up.
Accessing. Initialize.
Thank you. And you put up Flaming Prayer.
It's go time!
Aaron, I want to test that new thing. So Scarlet Dance. It can bewitch and it can also lower defense. Let's see if it lands.
Activating skill. Feast your eyes on me.
Oh wow. That is so busted.
Use a shard boost to get the
Okay,
upper hand.
it didn't land on him, but it landed on the other two.
Let's party!
Alright, Aaron.
Activating skill.
Take care of him.
Sword for me! Phoenix Dance! Boost gauge limit.
Damn.
Seriously?
Yep, seriously. I can't believe you lost to these bastards again. I swear on my soul, this won't be the last you hear of the Da Vinci brothers. See you in game 3, you 3 idiots. Yeah, we always bounce back. Just you wait until we get out of prison. You'll get what's coming to you eventually. You're gonna live to regret ever messing with us, spriggan. Or maybe you guys could just learn your lesson and stop thieving already. You can act off all you like. Well, that's about the last scary thing I've heard all week. Well, that takes care of these idiots. I'm just worried about the car. Is it okay? God, it's so chromy and shiny and golden. It would seem so. Nothing more than a few minor abrasions. I think you can return it to our client as is. At least the barge will make getting it back to Langport a little easier. Right, let's bring it back to the theater. Hmm? Huh? What's wrong, man? I'm just remembering something they mentioned earlier. Like hell, you're gonna get any more info on me. You guys said something about getting somebody to meddle with the revenue service, didn't you? So the auditing was part of your little heist after all. Oh yeah! The timing was certainly suspect. Oh, is that all? Fine. If you want to know who our partner in crime is, I'll tell you. The truth is, I don't actually know their name. What? I thought you guys were all buddy-buddy. And here I was thinking you had connections to some big hotshots. Well, I guess I don't mind spilling a few secrets. See, we got word from someone using a pseudonym that they wanted to help us out. Their only condition was that we had to cause some kind of an uproar in Langport. And it had to be today. So they'd even lay all the groundwork. Wow, you sure know how to pick 'em. Look at you using strangers to your advantage. Nice going, bro. Sure. What is with these guys? For real, you'd think they'd be more angry about the all being used as pawns thing. So someone's been trying to stir things up in Langport. But it's whoever's betrayed the Liu family. It makes sense if they were the ones pulling the strings here too. Funny enough, both of these quests had a person pulling strings from behind the shadows. Anyway, before we return the dragon chariot, we'd better decide what we're going to do with these guys. It would probably just put even more stress on Huey if we try to push him off on them. Let's try and come up with something else. Let's see. The Guild, the Police, the Marduk Company. The Marduk Company? I mean, that's a solution, I guess. You know what? I'm gonna go with that. Police is kind of busy right now. The guild, same. Let's go with Marduk. I wonder if that gives chaos points. I mean, they did break out of prison after all. This is a problem the police need to fix, not the guild. But considering it's the same force that arrested Fan Lu, it is possible that whoever's been pulling the strings inside Heiwe lately had a hand in all this. I didn't even think about that, that's a good one. So yeah, handing them over to Marduk is probably a good thing. Maybe the better option is to turn them over to Marduk.
Huh, why Marduk? I see, Marduk engages in various risk management research opportunities that pertain to maintaining public safety. It would require a great deal of paperwork, but it should be possible for the company to take temporary custody of the Da Vinci brothers. Fortunately, Mirabelle and the security chief are currently in Langport, so they'll be able to assist in making the handover as smooth as possible.
Sheesh, can't say I'm a huge fan of letting the PMC have so much authority. But I guess you guys do kind of have a knack for stuff like this. Fine, I'll let it slide. It's definitely more on the gray side, legally speaking, but hey, that's where we operate best, right? Anyway, I'd appreciate if you could take care of all the formalities for us, Reset.
Of course. It shouldn't take long at all.
And so, thanks to Van and crew, the Da Vinci brothers were captured once again. With the case now closed, the Dragon Chariot was soon returned to the theater, where it would await its new owner. Okay, cool. Damn. Thank you so much for all you've done. I'm so glad we were able to get the chariot back in one piece. We don't need to worry about Red Star's reputation taking a plummet either. Yes, now that we have the car back, tonight's auction should be able to proceed as planned. Thank you all. I hope you know how truly grateful we are. It was no biggie. I just did what any fellow car lover would do. Don't you think it's time you got a new hobby, old man?
I'm real glad it all worked out. I'm sure this car means a lot to the people of Langport.
It does indeed. In times like these, that's all the more reason for us to upkeep the tradition. Hopefully it'll help to bring back a sense of normalcy. I'll make sure the reward is posted to your account right away. Thank you again for all you've done. Sure thing, it was no sweat. Just remember to keep your eyes peeled in the future, yeah? Don't want anyone getting the drop on you again.
That takes care of that.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Oh, yeah, it did give chaos points. Nice. And Law is rank 4 now. Cool. Chaos ranked up as well. Nice. Kinda keeping it even, what the hell? Took so long in the last game to level up Chaos. Okay, you guys are here now. You usually have updated text now? Oh, thank goodness. I'm just so relieved to have the Dragon Chariot back. It seems as though the auction will be able to proceed on schedule after all. We'd best get the final preparations taken care of immediately. I'm so glad you were able to get the chariot back to us. We'll have to make sure this never happens again. Thank you again for everything you've done for us. Yeah, they do get updated text after this. And, where are... Wait, are they in there? Where are those two car aficionados? Oh, they are there. That's the Dragon Chariot? It's amazing. I can't believe we got to see them haul it in too. Look at it heights. Look at that sheen. Ah, I'd kill to put that car through the paces, even just once. I'm so glad the car's back. Did you guys help them find it or something? I can't even tell you how much this means to us. Just thinking about a beauty like that getting stripped for parts is enough to break our hearts. You're welcome. Do you have updated text then? No, you have the same text. Okay. Well, that's nice. We've got some ships in harbor that are pretty different from our usual cargo vessels. They're a little too hoity-toity for me though. Well, at least they passed freight inspection. I won't have to deal with them anymore. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, that's
This is an adequate spot for fishing.
Thank you, Reset. I thought you were gonna mention something about your company's boat over there, but okay. Fishing. Don't worry, the top brass haven't noticed a thing yet. The more you freak out about it, the likelier you are to be a suspect. Still, I've been seeing an awful lot of new faces around lately. We need to be more careful going forward. Don't want to fumble things, you know? These two are still doing shit. Somebody from here got arrested? It's gotta be a first. If the police starts taking on the syndicate, how long before they start cracking down on us? I can't remember if the last game revealed what the hell they were concocting, but these two are still doing something behind the scenes. Oh? Seems like the case involving my warehouse has officially been dealt with. The police came by and confiscated a truck we found earlier. Now I can finally start using the place for business, like I'd originally planned. Good for you. Can I go in? No. The door is still marked like you can go in.
Hey, isn't that...
That's one of the Marduk Company's high-speed airships.
Looks like Qasim's in the middle of something.
Huh? Like Qasim is in the middle of something? I don't see shit, but they're probably on the pier there. I'm not gonna go down there because that's gonna trigger something. Hold on. I can't get into any details in public, but we had to cancel more important drills today. It would have been the perfect chance to assert the Republic Navy's authority. Even thinking about it gets me all fired up. Although I'm a trader from Elsheim, I conduct business in Langport on a fairly regular basis. By the way, I couldn't help noticing the name imprinted on the vessel over there. It seems to be a Valis-funded private military company. I may not have any direct working connections with them, but it's hard to keep calm when the name Valis comes up. Oh, yeah. Okay, what's the event here? That's the guy who has like the... What the hell? Hi. Why? Also, trigger this, please. What the shit is this now? Nick? Hey man, if you got time to kill, what do you say to shooting some hoops with me? Basketball, huh? Don't think this hoop was up last time we were here. Yeah, basketball's got pretty popular in Langport recently. And these guys like to challenge people to games every now and then. Anyway, why not give it a go? Yeah, I want to try. Huh, you're sounding pretty confident there. Not that I'm mine, of course. Alright then, let's join him for a match. A one-on-one with the challengers of the basketball court is now available. What? Select who to play by setting them as the party's leader before speaking to the opponent. What?
Understood.
Sure, Fairy, let's go. Talk? I know there's a whole lot of social upheaval going on right now, but who wants to think about that? I just want to play some b-ball, man. No better way to relieve stress, you know. Sure. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong button. Awesome, that's what I'm talking about. How do I play this? Instructions, please? How to play. The goal of offense is to shoot the ball into the hoop, while the goal of defense is to block the shot. Offense and defense will switch when the time limit expires. Okay. Both players will play a round of offense and a round of defense in a set. The first player to win 2 sets is the victor. If a game is not won after 9 sets, it will end in a draw. Offense. Hold and release X to shoot the ball. Release when the ball hits the green zone. Oh, okay. Oh, I can do that in Edith as well? Okay. Hold X to shoot the ball at the basket. Use left stick to move left or right in order to evade the defense. Aim for the white line in the meter and release X to shoot. The closer you are to the white line, the greater your chance of success. Okay, defense. Press triangle to jump and block an opponent's shot. Press square to steal the ball and run down the clock. Move with left stick and block your opponent's shot. While dribbling, steal the ball with square. While shooting, use triangle to block. During a game, you will get 2 chances to play offense and 2 chances to play defense. Okay. Let's keep it on normal. Begin. Okay, I seen it. Oh my god, that is quick. Holy shit, that goes up so quick. Okay, that was good. Shit. Uh-huh. Yeah. Ah, shit. Okay, he missed. Yeah. Fuck. Okay, missed again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice move.
Got it. Okay. Woo.
Yeah. Great.
There we go.
Ha. Great. Ha.
Get wrecked, bro. I got it now. Let's do this. Get wrecked.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. He missed.
Yeah.
Nice moves.
Get wrecked.
Yeah.
Nice moves.
Get wrecked.
Yeah.
Nice moves.
Wow. That was very powerful.
Ha. Yes. Ha. Yes.
Get wrecked. You have no chance against Verita. You little shit. Oh, overshot. Never mind, I hit. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, missed.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. He missed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he went immediately for a shot. He keeps missing. That's kind of nice for me.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. He actually scored once. I won.
That's a W for me.
Thank you, Fairy. Damn, you've got skills. I thought I had that one in the bag, too. Well, a loss is a loss. Here's a little something for your trouble. Shield tablet obtained ×2. Nice. You sure we can have this? Yeah, think of it as my way of saying thanks for the fun game. Hit me up for another round anytime. Just don't plan on clinching another win. Okay, so he will stay marked. So it's pretty much like with Jack over in the bar. They will stay marked regardless of me actually playing once on them because they're minigames. You there. Sheesh, this place is nowhere near as quiet as it used to be. I never had problems doing business here before. I mean, they were around, the guild and the cops made sure to keep a wide berth, if you catch my meaning. Oh well, as long as nobody gives me any lip, things will be just fine.
Indeed.
They only set that basketball court up next to me recently. Youngsters are always coming around to play a game or two. But that also means I spend most of my day worrying about the ball breaking my expensive stuff. Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Take a look if you want.
Cloth of the Four Beasts. Maximum EP 70 and ATS plus 7? I'll take 2. Oh, she's here! And the professor is also here. Anything else to pick up? No? Okay. Big crystal over there. Oh, hi.
The mechs have been delivered.
Mechs?
The combat drill will proceed as scheduled.
He said mechs.
Very good. This will be the first drill since we were officially deployed. I fully expect you to provide me with some excellent data.
Of course. We will try to meet your expectations, sir.
Holy shit, this guy's voice. What the hell?
Kasim!
Hello, Mirabelle. It's very nice to see you again.
What are they doing with the Navy? And is that the Basel professor?
Hello, Qasim Al-Fayed.
Greetings, Farida. I had heard you were in the city.
He looks buffer than last time I saw him.
And it's been some time since our last encounter, Van.
Been a bit, yeah. Haven't seen you since the end of last year. I heard you went back to your hometown, like your little sis.
He always comes home for our New Year's festival. Though I didn't expect to run into you again so soon.
Nor did I. Perhaps it is the will of Arusha and the flames.
And it's good to see you too, Mirabelle. Been a while since you and I met face to face.
Yeah, well, I call you up a lot for our Marian Garten work, so it doesn't feel like it's been that long.
Uh-huh.
But I'll bet you anything Rosette was as giddy as a schoolgirl to see you again.
I was quite happy, yes. Thank you for facilitating my return to Arkride Solutions. I'm in your debt once more.
Aw, don't mention it, girl. Just treat me to a coffee as usual, and we'll be square. I'm guessing the red-haired dude is Aaron Way, and you must be the Chief's adorable little sister. Thanks a bundle for always having Rosette's back. You guys are the best.
This really is a catchphrase of hers. Thanks a bundle.
The pleasure's all ours.
Damn. The two of you couldn't be any less alike if you tried.
Yes, we get that a lot.
We meet again, Spriggan. I'm curious as to what brings you here to Longport. I heard all about what transpired in Messeldom. You and Catra had quite the fascinating little excursion by the sound of things.
Word sure does travel fast these days.
Professor Yang Cronkite.
Let's move to a better spot. Then you can regale me with the finer details.
Regale me. He had to sit down. This lazy ass. Got it. So they're finally starting to deploy all of those fancy new armaments. Guess that explains why Marduk's here. They're helping get those assault frames field ready, right? It's been several years since the Empire's Panzer soldiers were first deployed, but it's taken the Republic until now to make a similar weapon. Marduk and Vern have been working together, with our security division taking the lead on conducting training exercises at each location. The Navy's thinking about developing some with enhanced waterproofing. Watermax? That's why they brought along Professor Cronkite. He's one of the original developers, so he's here as a consultant. They can be used in naval combat? That's so cool! Cool isn't the word I'd use. It's freaking scary. The military is getting real strong real fast. I'd do anything to figure out what the president guy is up to. This country's arming itself to the teeth, and I don't like it. Yeah, that's a valid thing. They are arming themselves pretty quickly now. At least it doesn't seem like he's trying to go the route of the Empire did. Anyway, that Almata's legacy matter sounds fascinating. Whether it's connected to the unfolding conflicts in the city or not, I can't be certain. However, it likely bears some relation to your risk management AI's recent assessment, don't you think? Yes, I agree.
Oh yeah, that's the thing Rosette's employer uses, right?
Correct. It's a high-performance AI system used for crisis management.
We have it installed on the main terminal of Marduk HQ. At Marduk HQ. It collects and consolidates data on people, geography, history, and economy. And then calculates the danger levels of a targeted area or the threat levels of an entire entity or organization. Yeah, it's basically the cornerstone of Marduk Total Security Company's main business. Oh, and for some reason the AI assigned Langport the red zone label, which means this place is, like, super not safe right now.
Huh.
And get this, the reason it gave us was unknown. First the Mayhengarten hijacking, now this. I totally feel for the system admin. They're on pins and needles over all this. I had assumed it was simply a bug in the program, but evidently Mr. Thorndyke didn't agree.
Who? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that slime ball. That slime ball. That's so. Guessing he sent you and Kasim's unit here to find out what's going on.
Yes, that's right. And as luck would have it, you happened to arrive at the same time. I wish to assess the situation from a new perspective, so I applied for a transfer to Arkride Solutions, and it was readily approved.
Gotcha. Well, it works out for us, having you here. But what's the reason behind the danger assessment? The only thing I can think of is... Yeah? At present, we have no intention of meddling in the affairs of the city. However, we may reassess our stance depending on the circumstances. Nothing that transpires here will impact me or my work, so I have no obligation to help you. That said, if you come to me with something that aligns with my interests, I will at the very least consider offering some advice. You got a stethoscope shoved up your ass, Doc? Okay, well, if we end up needing you guys' help, I'll shoot you a message.
Would you mind if we keep in touch, Mirabelle? Do you even have to ask? We're besties. Hit me up anytime. Oh, and don't slack on your Mehengarten floor cleaning duties, alright? Understood.
Oh, don't worry. Unless you're gonna phone me right now that there is an R1.
Oh, Kasim. Good luck with that training exercise. I'm gonna give it my all, too.
As you should. Show us all what you gained from playing the role of the priestess at the New Year's festival.
Right.
Okay. There seem to be on good terms. Alright, I think we've learned all we can from just walking around the city.
There are a lot of powerful people here, my brother included. There's also the Divine Blade of Silver and the Golden Butterfly, both of whom are maximum level threats. There must be some reason for them coming here now of all times. Perhaps it's related to the assessment provided by the risk management AI.
Maybe the AI reacted to those two.
Didn't they say it labeled Langport as a red zone? That's a little worrying, isn't it? But what's more worrying is that we aren't really any closer to finding the people who framed Fan and poisoned Yin.
Not necessarily.
Huh? What do you mean, not necessarily?
The flower petal's a clue, for starters. She said she picked it up at the high-class restaurant over in the 2nd ward. I thought it looked familiar. We picked some flowers with this kind of petal during our last trip to Langport, right? Yep, and those flowers were spring lilies. They used at mass during funerals. It's a rare plant that can only be found offshore at the eroded cave.
Oh yeah, we went there on our last trip.
This petal is still fresh, must have fallen off fairly recently. The only people who would have been at the restaurant in the last couple of days would have been the remnants of the Lai family, and the Lu family members charged with handling the aftermath.
Ah! If we assume the petals stuck to their clothes or shoes of one of Heyo's members, then that begs the question, why were they coming and going from the cave in the first place?
Somehow I can't picture Fan and Yin strolling the eroded cave picking flowers, even forgetting the fact they're out of action. Okay, I think we know our next move. Yeah, we gotta rent a boat in the 1st ward and head to the cave. There's no time like the present, let's go. Oh, we'll do that, hold on. First, I'm gonna yoink this stuff.
I'm so glad I finally got to meet you guys face to face. Too bad it's not the whole crew though. I've been looking forward to this ever since Rizette told me you'd be coming. It was something I had said in passing during one of our conversations. We enjoy partaking in a bit of chit-chat on occasion. It's nice you get along so well. Mirabelle is technically my senior at the company, but she insists that we maintain a cheerful and friendly atmosphere with one another. That's right. In fact, that's exactly what I said on her very first day with us. You see, I provide a number of support functions as a concierge, and training the new hires is one of them. I figured if we are gonna be working together, we might as well enjoy each other's company, right?
Huh. So the maid was a rookie at one point too, huh? When you first joined up with Marduk anyway.
That would have been about 5 years ago now.
4 years, and she was only assigned to me 3 years ago. That means Mirabelle's known her even longer than I have. That's important to you? That's interesting.
Risette speaks real fondly of you all, so I've been looking forward to meeting you myself. Seems like we'll be working together plenty more in the future though, so just let me know if you need anything, okay?
Sure. At the beginning of the year, I was approached by Marduk to act as an advisor on this case. Ever since I left campus last year, most of my energy has been focused on a rather specific project. It's looking like it will be completed in only a short manner, however, so I decided I'd lend them a hand. Okay, bud. This place has been designated as a red zone. As for why, ever since we arrived, I've been feeling a number of strange auras in the area, although they do seem to be rather weak at the moment. In accordance with our mission parameters, we will remain on alert. Yeah, I know who the auras are. I know who they are. Oh boy, bud. Alright, but I think this is gonna be a good place to end for now. This is already a long recording, and next phase is gonna go through a dungeon, I presume, if you're going to the island. So we'll deal with this the next time. So yeah, very interesting. So both side quests that we tackled in this part were related to someone who is working behind from the shadows and manipulating people, and just pretty much just making chaos in the city to probably hide whatever else is going on. I still think it's Cao. I still think it's gonna be Cao, but we'll see about that next time. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's someone else. Maybe it's one of the little shits from that is working with our dear Anguis buddy. But we'll see. They haven't shown anybody yet, so we'll see. We'll see next time. But yeah, for now, thank you very much. If you enjoyed this, please consider leaving a like. It will help me out a lot. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And of course, if you want to support me more directly, memberships are open on the channel. No video will be behind a membership. And to the members already supporting, thank you very much. Much appreciate. You help out a lot. And yeah, hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are. And I will see you in the next part. Until then, bye-bye.